Stop it. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Let me know in the chat if you can hear us. Hi, Allison. Hi, Steffi. Hi.
Happy Sunday. Thank you. It's good to be back. Oh, thing coming in fast.
Screen is blank. We can't see you. All right, let me see if I can fix it. One moment, everyone. Okay, settings.
Are we using a new streaming service? It looks different.
This is actually the old one. Let's see what's going on.
The one we were using before?
Let's see. And if they can see us. Oh. Let's see.
Tell us if you can see us now.
On that block. Okay. I think I know what's wrong. Let me fix it. All right, I think we're in now. How's this now?
Our faces are frozen. I'm moving my head. Am I still frozen?
We're back.
You're using two screens, which is the problem.
No, it's that I have two video cameras.
Too much technology, man. So can you, okay, great. Good now, great. All right, so thank you everybody so much for jumping on this evening on a Sunday. Can they see us now?
Yeah, they can see us.
Okay.
Just look here and you'll be good. Here.
Oh, okay. Hi everybody, it's been a little while since we've done this, but thank you so much for coming on back to YouTube Live. It's really great to be back. You know, I went off to school to do some construction classes, but I'll tell you about that another day.
The wings like totally look different. Oh, it's more than just weight. But we'll talk about that another day.
Talk about that. So a lot of things happened, really, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
Well, you did school.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. What else happened?
What else happened?
I'm trying to remember.
So that means it didn't happen then because you don't remember.
No, what happened? I'm trying to remember like where we went off and then what happened between us going off and coming back.
Okay. So you put on weight. I put on weight.
It's more than just we have put on. Let me see. I gained up to 50 pounds in the last year, I think it was, and then lost some weight. So I'm now tethering somewhere at 130, 135.
You're here. Naive. Is naive? That's naive. Tony and weight is none of your business. Nay.
No, weight, and my weight has been contributed to me being ill.
Mm-hmm.
So during the time we were off, I actually found out that I have a thyroid condition. And when they tested my thyroid, I ended up having zero thyroid function, and they diagnosed me with Graves' disease. And then from then, I've been on a series of medication that's been having the weight go up and down, just depending on them trying to get my thyroid
Regulated and balanced.
Right. So that's what's been causing the back and forth with the weight.
Yeah. So the first time the doctor gave her the drugs was too much drugs.
Mm-hmm.
So it took her to the to the top of the scale.
I know I think I gained like 60 pounds in like 2 months on that bed.
So that's like a serious trial and error business. The doctor to get control.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, those are trouble with these autoimmune disease. You'll understand that I really don't think we kind of, in terms of medicine, we kind of know how to manage it.
Yeah.
That's why it's called autoimmune. So Tony has that autoimmune, which is great. I have no, so they've diagnosed me with rheumatoid arthritis. So one morning I got up and I was like this. I couldn't move my shoulders. My entire joints in my shoulder was painful. Luckily, Tony and Rachel were here and they assisted me. Then it moved to my knees, then my hip. Moving around. This pain was like moving around. I would get up one morning and my shoulders are okay. And then my knees started. So my knees were swollen for a good 3 months. And of course, you know, you go through the whole thing. Okay, Claudia, you need to go to a rheumatoid doctor and give you steroids in your knee. And yeah, you walk for about 3 months, but after that, you're right back to square one. So no, man, I have to figure this out. Really and truly, I can't get on these drugs because I'm not a drugs person, especially prescription drugs, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But the funny thing is, so somebody said, Claudia, change your diet. I said, what could be causing it? Sugar? Like, eliminated sugar. Still in pain, I mean. Not sugar is a problem. And then I think it's just by sheer chance that I say, you know, something, I put on too much weight and I'm going to stop eat carbohydrates. Mm-hmm. But instead of eating carbohydrates, I ended up stopping bread, which was mostly what I ate in carbohydrates. Flour products, right? Bread, biscuit, and those things. Fried dumpling. I love fried dumpling. Funny enough, when I stopped eating the fried dumpling, the pain subsided.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I stopped eating the flour and the fried dumpling, the pain subsided. I said, hold on a little bit. Might have something here now. So I started investigating again. I'm talking about gluten with the wheat and da-da-da. So I don't think anything wrong with the wheat in the market. I don't think nothing wrong with flour dumpling. You know. There's something wrong with me now. In other words, my system here now, not processing this thing again. Because I mean, when I pick me 3-4 dumpling on my plate, I'm gonna give me that, right? Dumpling, plantain, and sweet potato was my thing. Still is. So I'm saying, is this really the flour doing this? I mean, the pain subside to the point where I don't need the painkillers anymore. My still kind of weak and stuff, but I didn't need the painkillers. And I decided to eat a fried dumpling again one day last week. And when I woke up the morning, the pain licked me for 6. I said, yes, this flour is my problem. So it's not everybody's problem. So those class don't eat flour, and eat the flour, eat whatever you want once your body can process it. Mm-hmm. But for me now, I guess my flour days are done, Tony. Unless I plan to really walk around with the pain, right?
So. But you know, I gave up the flour as well, and I've been feeling a whole lot better
as well,
right? So yeah. Clearly, the flour may have something to do with the wheat.
The wheat, rather, may have something to do with the grapes. And I guess it's just our body not processing. We're getting older now. We're not young, so we look spruce. We're not that young. Yeah, but it's one of those things. But we just have to manage it and deal with it. Just anything else that happens in your life, you just you can't sit down and cry about it. Because it does get worse if your attitude is weak. You know, no matter what you're going through, if you have bad attitude, Man, the thing just look like a mountain and you can't climb it.
I know, because like even with the weight gain, and like I think the first really effect I felt of having Graves' disease and having to manage it is when I went to the store to get some pants, and tried the size that I normally wear, which is like a 7-8, and the lady's like, no, we're gonna have to get 11-12.
Whoa.
I'm like, I've never been 11-12 in my life. And it was just like this huge mental adjustment I had to get myself into, to say, no, this is the new weight and you're gonna have to just get new clothes, you know?
You know, the only good thing about your weight fluctuating too is that, like for us, we don't like walking to the store and buy clothes. That's just not us. I mean, it's easier for us to go in a hardware store, guys, or a home store, you know, like Courts or one of those. But to get us into these clothes stores, you have to drag us in there. So the good thing about the weight fluctuating is that you pick up a pants, so it's not fitting. Oh, I have to go to the store. You get 3 of those, and then it's okay, I don't have to go back. But you realize 2 months later, it's not fitting.
I know.
And you have to go back.
The thing too is that I ordered 2 pants, right, in the new size that I'm supposed to be. By the time the pants came from the States and came to, which was like 2 weeks later, they were too big because I had lost some weight. So I ended up giving you the pants. And then I got new pants in the new size that I'm with, and those pants are not big because I've now lost more weight. And I know I'm gonna go back up. So it's just I haven't really gained any weight like in my arms and everything, just like my face and my hips and my thighs. So I might have to just wear some 3-sister dress or something just to.
Tony, when last you wear a dress?
I know, right? I haven't worn a dress in ages, but the pants thing is real, man. Just to get dressed in the morning, like this don't fit. That's too big.
Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. I won't call it the 50s club. But guys, but something else happened. We get another grandson.
Oh yes, Rachel gave birth. Oh wait,
so he was born last year. Yeah, his birthday was just in April 20.
So he just turned 1.
Yeah.
So he came right after we came off.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Xavier, such a joy.
Do you have any photos of him?
I don't know if you have any online, but he's such a joy, and he seems to love music. He loves to dance, but you'll see him next week.
Oh yeah.
He's actually going out with his parents right now, but he's an angel. So is Xander.
Xander is big.
Xander
is at
2.5. Yeah, he's at school. 2.5.
And he knows his 1, 2, 3s.
He loves to count. That's for sure. He literally counts everything around his house. But good things happen, bad things happen. But remember, everybody is your mental state, right?
And it's life. You just have to
deal with
it as it comes.
That's what it is. You have to make sure that you have your truth basically around you. All right. So for YouTube Live, we've decided. So we go for 2 hours, right? Put your questions in the comment section now, starting from now. But we actually won't take them until 4 o'clock because we're going to. So what we've started to do, we looked at it and we said, okay, Tony, we need to be more structured. So we're structuring so that we can give you lots of information. We don't want to leave you without getting the information that you need to be on your real estate journey, right? So we are. So Tony, you can bring up my slides, please. So we look at certain topics, and we come on a Sunday. We'll discuss them. Then you can ask us questions. Remember now, ask us the questions. Put the questions in the chat as we go along, right? Don't wait for me to finish. As the question pop in your head, just get it there. Give me the slideshow, please. Just get it there, right? So that we'll see them and we'll take them at the end. All right, so we're looking at.
One moment. I think I need to share my screen first.
I need to get into the PowerPoint first for the first page.
With the first page?
Get to the slideshow first. All right, one moment, everybody. So we're just bringing up the the slideshow so that I can be guided on what it is that I need to talk to you about. All right.
Can anyone see it though? Is it blocks my screen?
What you should probably do is log in.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now.
Can you see the screen, everybody? My number is 2926776. You cannot send me a quick text if you can see the screen. Can you see the screen, everybody? My number is 2926776. You cannot send me a quick. Really don't. You don't know how to use the technology.
So loud. Okay, yeah, they can see the screen, and yeah, we're actually on screen still.
Too. Okay, so they can see the screen.
Okay,
They confirm.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so thank you, everybody. I'm Claudia Davis, and I have Tonian with me. So our numbers are on the screen. My number is 2926776. I'm a real estate broker in Jamaica, and my area that I'm licensed for is sales, rental, lease, and auctions. Right? So that's my license specialty. Tonian Dietrich, also a sales rep, but she calls herself as real estate salesman. That's what I call her. And she's in sales, rental, and lease. Her number is 370-8138. So if you haven't saved those numbers yet, you can save them now. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel as yet, then you can remember to do so now. Can I get the mouse? So our motto for the week is, alone a youth runs fast, with an elder he runs slow, but together they go far. Put in the chat what you think that means.
Alone a youth runs fast, with an elder, but together they go far.
So put it another way. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you have a journey, you want to get there fast, do it alone. But if you want to go far, you need to do it with others. Right? Anybody have another spin on it?
You know what I notice? Like when I'm with Xander and you release him, he runs fast and he tumbles and he, you know, but when I'm with him, we go slower, but he doesn't fall.
He doesn't fall.
He doesn't fall.
And you go far, you go further.
And we go further.
Yeah. So when you're walking together holding his hand, both of you can walk around the whole block as far as his lungs can take him. But him alone can.
Right.
So, and how is that important to us?
Maybe because he doesn't have any experiences yet.
Right. He doesn't know the route either. If a dog jumps out at him, he wouldn't know how to maneuver.
Right.
Plus he doesn't know the stars or the moon, how to figure north, different from south.
Right. Staffy says, slow and steady wins the race. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes. Now, one of the things I found in terms daily buying real estate, I don't want a partner. In Jamaica, we have that problem. I don't know if it's because we didn't learn to work together as children or even in school. You're alone sitting at your desk, do your work.
But I think we're teamwork in schools now.
I don't know. It's different in the world, maybe.
I think maybe sometimes it's just a fear of commitment.
To what?
To the partnership.
Right.
To put your money together and invest in something for 30 years. That's a huge step.
So what about marriage? Isn't it a partnership?
Yeah.
Don't you invest in something for 30 years or longer?
Right, but what's the average rate of marriages these days?
It don't matter the average. When you're getting into it, you think it's going to be forever. Don't you?
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody. So nobody gets into a marriage to come out of it next week.
Yeah, but aren't we doing like a couple now where we date forever? That way you can walk away easier?
No, I don't think so. When persons get together, come together, live together, work together, have families together.
Mm-hmm.
They want it for the long term,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's just that it's easier if you're not married to separate. It's
Mm-hmm.
the same as in a real estate investment. It's very easy to walk away, to say, hey, this is not working for me, now let's sell. Or you buy me out or something. And at the end of it though, you find that you're not any worse off having gone into the marriage of the relation of the real estate.
Like he says, the wisdom of the elder and the strength of the youth will allow both to achieve their goals.
Excellent. Excellent. The wisdom, which is what youth lacks. In the Richest Man in Babylon book, it speaks to that as well. Those of you who are in the book club would have done that book, and we would have gone through all of that. It says where youth comes to the elder for wisdom,
Mm-hmm.
they don't listen. Whereas the elder is telling them that the same sun is going to rise tomorrow, but they don't believe it, right? They're saying the youth will say to the wise old man, listen, it's new time now, it's modern time now, things different. But are they really different, everybody? What has changed really? Since you and I have been born, what has really changed apart from the fact that we can now talk to each other miles away?
Right.
So alone a youth runs fast, with an elder slow, but together they go far. So this week, I want you to remember that. Those of you who have grandparents, parents still around, you really need to sit at their feet and learn. How did you do this? What was happening back then?
Mm-hmm.
You know? How you see life now? What do you think will happen in the future? Because a lot of times, because you have the history, you can actually know what's coming in the future.
Right.
Because the world goes around and comes around, it's the same thing. Nothing new on the planet. So those of you just leaving school, or you're in school, you're in university now, or you're in high school going to university, I want you to talk to your parents more. We're not doing that as a people. Your father may be overseas or your mother overseas or for whatever reason. But there's no reason to communicate with WhatsApp, with Zoom, with FaceTime, you name it. But we have to talk about more than paying the light bill and the rent, right? We need to talk about more.
Or if you saw the latest TikTok.
Yeah, we need to talk about more than just that, all right? So, I need a mouse around here. So that's the, get to the back. That's the actual motto for this week, right?
Okay.
Now, let us discuss the word of the week. So the word of the week is coming from the same motto, which is leverage. What is leverage? Well, I've given you some definitions from Oxford Dictionary, Oxford Languages. So leverage, couple of things. A leverage, exertion of force by means of a lever, right? And they give us an example in a sentence. My spade hit something solid that wouldn't respond to leverage. And as I read this, I remember yesterday I was with a workman. We were trying to clear the footing of a house so that the tomorrow could throw it on right down to the ground. And I went inside, couple was doing some other stuff. I think I was screwing on some covers on the electrical things, fixtures. Came back out, realized he was sitting down and said, Miss D, you can't go no further because the pickup me I hit concrete. I said, concrete? I said, you don't reach your foundation yet. Can't be concrete. He said, yes, Miss D, it's concrete to reach your foundation. I said, no. I built this house from scratch. I know exactly where the foundation is. I said, use a sledge, man. Lick it with the sledge. Now, he was using a pickaxe. Of course, the pickaxe are bounce off of the concrete.
Mm-hmm.
So he used the sledge, as I suggested, and voila, lick out the concrete. You see, the exertion of force by means of a lever. So in that case, he could use the sledge as his lever to be able to leverage or to help him Because that's what leverage is really, to help you to achieve something, right? Get from point A to point B. That's what it is in layman's terms, right? Another definition, the ratio of a company's loan capital debt to the value of ordinary shares, equity. So that's the leverage that you have in between right there. So your loan capital, your debt, so if your debt is 100 million to the value of the company's shares, and the values of the company's shares 200 million, then that is the leverage that you have. That you can now say to a bank, hey, my debt is only 50 million, but this my company now is valued, ordinary shares in equity is valued at 200 million. So I can now get another 50 million in leverage, right? To do something else. So leverage is to get you from one step to the other. All right. You can also use borrowed capital for an investment, expecting the profits made to be greater than the interest payable. So when I buy a property, right, I borrow the money from the bank, and I expect that the profit I'm going to be making is going to be greater than the interest payable, which is always true. The first property I bought, was I tell people, stop thinking about the interest rate. It's irrelevant. The first property I bought was 200,000 with escalation. That was 1989. When I sold the property, I sold it for $2.6 million in, was it 2003? Could have been, or 2002. And if I'd taken the mortgage to its completion of 30 years, I would have paid the bank something like 600,000. And the interest, it doesn't matter, because I would have paid 600,000 in interest and capital and everything to the bank. Yet I sold it for 2.6. I was clear $2 million. Interest doesn't matter. So you use borrowed capital for an investment, expecting the profits made to be greater than the interest payable. Some of you will look at it, as Tony said, 30 years? What a commitment. But at my age, I'm sitting here and I'm here to tell you, 30 years run so fast. You wake up one morning, you're my age, 57, and you can't believe it. Yeah. You're going to say to yourself, so what have I done with 57 years? Some persons will look and say, I haven't done a thing. What have I done? How much money passed through your hands? What have you done with it?
To be fair, though, you waste the first 20 years of your life.
I didn't waste mine.
The first 20 years of your life?
No, I didn't waste mine. First of all, I was thrown out at age 15, so I never have time for waste. But yes, some persons, you waste the first 20 years of your life. Tell the people, man. Say you waste the first 20 years. You did. All right. So yes, use borrowed capital for an investment, expecting the profits made to be greater than the interest payable. So you have leverage yourself. You've used a bank to leverage yourself, right? No. They gave us also in a sentence, without clear legal title to their assets, they own property that cannot be leveraged as collateral for loans. So that reminds me and brings me back now to persons sitting on lands that they have no title. Your name is not on the title. So you're not able to use leverage as it says. They own property that cannot be leveraged as collateral for loans. So you're not able to develop that property. So your grandma may have gone and she said, yes, Tony, and that piece over there, so the 1 acre between the breadfruit tree and the ackee tree is yours. You say, all right, you want to build a house now? Where you going to build it? Cash. How long it will take you?
My whole life.
Your whole life. And you constantly, I mean, you could
room by room.
You could have just go borrow the little money and be done with it, right?
I know, if I did go and get tightly.
Yeah. If you had gone, done the proper subdivision, and we will touch on those things. So make sure you come on to YouTube Live, because we tell you how to go and get the title, everybody. Get the title, get your name on the title, or cut off your piece and get your name on that piece, right? So all of those things we'll discuss in our YouTube, as some of you know. All right, use to maximum advantage. So leverage is to use something to maximum advantage. Now that is something a lot of you still not doing. So your grandmother, your grandfather, your uncle, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, may all be persons who you could use to maximum advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your partner draw. What about the infamous partner draw that you get?
You can't knock it in, it actually works.
If you use it to leverage you to the next level and don't eat it off,
Mm-hmm.
not knocking it.
But usually they use the partner for something sensible.
No, they don't. They use it to do what? One security guard told me that she used her as a court to buy furniture, cash. She was so happy. I'm saying, so why never just take the loan from court and use the money and deposit on a piece of land?
Mm-hmm.
Was the thinking like that, right? So you must use of the resources that you have. And I keep saying to persons, they said to me, Claudia, we don't have the resource. I say, it's not resource you don't have. It's resourcefulness.
Resourcefulness.
Yeah, you lack resourcefulness. The resources are all around you. All around you. You have to use the leverage that you have all around you, right? Sometimes the leverage is just a friend saying something to you.
Mm-hmm.
You tell a friend, oh, you know, me have a problem about the house, huh? What me can do? And then point it to so and so and so and so.
Right.
To do so and so and so and so.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that's all the leverage you need.
True.
You know, like when I was getting a property, having problems with the bank left, right, and center. Everybody, if you're self-employed, these banks are a pain. If you have all your ducks lined up, right? I'm calm, a brethren. I said, boy, them banking at night, you know, I said, them bank, you stress me. I said, Claudia, I'm to you, man. Me and you know, go through this. I'm good brethren, you know. We do business together, invest together. Him say, listen, man, what it is, you teach me this, what it is that make you buy property. What is it? It's not money. It's not money.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it? What is it, Tonya, that make you buy property?
Just the want.
The passion.
Yeah, just the want.
The desire. That's all it is. Just want it. Once you want it, you're going to find a way.
Mm-hmm.
And you put your passion behind it. So he says, he reminded me, Claudia, remember, you know, you teach me this. Put your passion behind it. Put your passion behind it, everybody. It is a force to be reckoned with, right? The passion motivates you, drives you to look in places and to see things that you weren't seeing before.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? That's what the passion does for you. So you're going to use something to maximum advantage. The organization needs to leverage its key resources. So in an organization, its key resources may be the CEO, who knows John Brown over across the road, you know, who knows how to get government contracts, who knows, who sits at the dining table with X and Y and Z. You know, the organization needs to leverage its key resources. Mm-hmm. Your key resources, maybe, you know, somebody in the NHT. Yeah, I know somebody at VM, and yeah, call up Claudia and see if she can. Persons use me for leverage all the time.
But I know the thing is with Jamaica, so friendship works in this country.
It works. I can tell you. I went to the tax office I was selling my van and I needed to get the title changed over or whatever. And I went there and the line was like, I'm out there standing. I'm like, oh my God, look at this line. It's at Crossroads. A man roll up on a bike, man. Take off him helmet. What, Claudia, are you that? I said, what, Chris, are you that? He said, what you do? He said, boy, Chris, we need to change our time. He said, follow me, man. Walk up right behind him, straight up to the door. The security team just said, she with me. Boom, gone in. Carry me straight up, right through. I was in and out of there in 15 minutes, guys. I kid you not. Jamaica is a country of connections. Mm-hmm. Those are sitting, listen to me. You're going to understand that if you're overseas. Those of you who live here, understand that fully. Mm-hmm. You understand that fully. And you understand also that you must use your leverage. When I wanted to get Tony into a popular prep school and she was younger, my boss at the time, his children were going to that prep school. So I asked him, can you get Tony in for me? So, yeah, man, Claudia, no problem. Boom, jump line. We're at the front.
Back then it was waiting list.
Yeah, back then it was waiting list. I don't know what it is now in these schools. I guess I'll soon find out, and I'll save it, so I have to face it.
Mhm.
But again, I'll use my leverage. So everybody understand this. If you're having challenges, whether you're maneuvering real estate, marriage, business, whatever it is,
Mhm.
you're maneuvering, consider this. Have you been using leverage? Have you been using the leverage at your disposal? Right? Persons use me for leverage all the time. Like WhatsApp me, Claudia, need this done. So I saw, boom, send them a name. All right? So I saw can do that. Use the leverage at your disposal, right? And you will step ahead of the line.
And the thing is, Jamaicans like helping their friends.
They do. You just see them meeting all in the bank. You're in the bank line, and you just see a man come around the side and just slide it. Before you know what the man gone. So, oh yeah, listen to me. You better figure that out. Leverage. You have to use that at your disposal. And Zig Ziglar taught me this too. The more you help persons get what they want, is the more you get what you want. So as I go through life, I help a lot of people. And in return, they help me back easy. I mean, it's like nothing really, right? So the more you help people get what they want, the more you get what you want. That's Zig Ziglar. That's not me saying that. That's Zig Ziglar. I learned that from him years ago when I used to use him for motivation in my walks and all of that. And when I just came into sales too, he was the one who taught me.
So Kanye says, facts, not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah, who you know. So use up leverage, guys. I don't know people. Stop going like you don't know nobody. Right?
Aki said greasing palms help too.
Yeah, well, I invite them to lunch.
But like sometimes you don't even have to grease any palms.
No, you don't.
You just have to do another favor in return.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to be, one of the things that is to be nice, eh?
Yeah.
Persons respond to you when you're really nice. And in Jamaica, they really genuinely want to help you. Even when you go to all these government places, on the outside, you actually have those men out there who, like even when I go to some places, there's a man sit the car. Come over here, some man. Park here, some man. I for myself, my window could have open, my car door could have leave open, my bag on the front seat. It's irrelevant. You understand? Because he might have my back. Because, them kind of just get to know it. Want me, Steve? I go wash your car. I'm going to come up. I say, no, me kind of dirty. I don't want to wash. I'm going to come up, my car wash. So, guys, listen. It does have to be nice, right? And use up your leverage. Mm-hmm. Don't forget. All right. So, discuss ways you have used leverage in the past. Somebody send me some WhatsApp and tell me ways that you have used your leverage in the past.
She means post it in the chat.
Yeah.
Not send her a WhatsApp.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. Post it in the chat. I need to get with the lingua. Tony, our next thing coming up is the development feature. Do you have that primed and ready for us to put on the screen?
Which one?
The Palmetto, you have it primed?
Yes, there's a question here on it too.
Okay. Anybody can tell me how how they've used leverage in the past?
Maybe they're typing it.
All right. So we'll get back to that. Remember you can put your questions in this chat from now. Start putting them in so that when we're finished with the presentation part of it, we'll just take the questions and answers, right?
Serenity says, I leverage knowledge of my team.
Good. Yeah. Leverage the knowledge of your team. Like right now, I'm with a team. Also, those of you who you have been with us for a while, you know about us trying to form this homestead, right? Mm-hmm. So we did come together and form. It started out with 70 odd persons. Then we narrowed it down to 20. Mm-hmm. 20 now. And we formed our company and everything. Purchase real estate, but people are telling you, leverage is a thing. When you start, so we leverage each other, all 20 of us, leverage each other's knowledge, each other's time, each other's resources, and of course, as I said, resourcefulness. Mm-hmm. So we leverage each other's knowledge, as she says, a team. And I can tell you, if you get into teams and get into leveraging others and working with groups and teams, you'll realize that the team get bigger than you.
It's cheaper too.
Would even think, forget about cheaper, Tony. We're talking about the phenomenal bigness, if that's a word.
Phenomenal bigness.
We're talking about the exponential value that comes to you, the individual.
Yeah.
If it's separate. So if you were just an individual trying to do this, take you longer, it's harder, the resources just not there. But when you come together as a team, because you're building on people's knowledge and strengths, you know,
their own desire and passions too.
Yes,
it drives the project faster.
Exactly. So just imagine you alone are try with passion. Just imagine 20 people with a passion are come.
I know,
oh my
right?
God. The room just hot, everybody.
I know, because I'm very surprised what we've accomplished in 1 year.
2 years. Is it 2 years?
Yeah.
Well, this is the second year. Trying to remember. Think so.
Yeah.
I mean, in no time we were like rolling up the funds, rolling up, finding the property, which we did. I can't tell you too much about it because the only thing I can tell is that we found the property and that we have now submitted and we're waiting on our approvals. And of course, the approval process is going through as well because the different agencies send us emails, NEPA, NAA, the parish council, all of these people. So we're communicating and they're telling us, you know, we want this, we want that, and all of that stuff.
But what I like though, every week it moves. So we've I don't feel like it's stuck.
It's stalled anyway.
Yeah.
The technical side of the government agencies are moving, they do their work, which is great. I mean, I've done projects before and I was like, why is it taking so long? But now that I'm the lead on this, maybe that's what makes a difference. That's probably what makes a difference. You know, me a call every day. I'm tired of people. I'm the lead on this one. So I'm the one to Tony, call those number of people. Let me see where them reach. And we call, and so where are you now? Oh, and how long is it going to take? And where's it going next? I'm swear, so I'm talking to the Prime Minister when the Prime Minister need up on the phone. But it's going well, and the people in the government agencies are very nice. They're mostly men too, you know, and they're very, very nice, and they do their work, and they send you the emails, and they tell you what to do next and next, and it's just a pleasant experience, really.
Yeah, so far.
So those of you with big land, so ours is in Portland, it's 22 acres. Those of you with big land, 5 acre, 10 acre, 20 acre, and all them something. Come on, guys, get together, get your family together, right? See what you can do. Don't just leave your parents and grandparents' legacy hanging like, oh, a bush. I mean, nothing really. Wait till them drop a highway through that, they will know if a bush. And then them can't find nobody to give the money to. There are lots of lands like that, you know. The Commission of Lands is struggling to find persons who own some properties that they're running these highways through.
Wow.
Yeah. The money is there. That's what they do. They put the money aside, but they will only deal with the rightful owner. So if this land was in your great grandmother name, who is the rightful owner? What are you doing? All right. So that's what's happening. All right. Let's go to the development feature.
See if I can get back. Maybe the mouse.
So somebody else gave us another way. Somebody says they have nobody to work with in Jamaica. Are you serious right now?
Her name's Claudia.
And you're Claudia too? No, you don't call me Claudia. And we have a lot of the persons in our group that we're doing this with, they're from overseas. About, what's the percentage you think? About 50% or more?
Maybe about more.
Could be more because they're, let me see, me. There are
only about 4 of you that are local.
There are about 4 of us that are here. Come to think of it. And they're 20. So you see, they're overseas. But we jump on our Zoom, we discuss stuff, and we get things moving. Keep everybody in the loop, up to date, what's going on, you know. And of course, we have our rules. We follow the rules too. That's part of the thing. With the thing, I wouldn't say it's a drawback, but one of the things when you come into a group, and as a group you decide this is what we're going to be doing. You have to follow the rules of the group, right? So make sure you participate, you understand what's going on, and you agree. If you don't agree, say you don't agree, and then we can come to another decision, or we come to another equilibrium of how things would work. But that's how group dynamics. But I like working in groups. Groups, I think, take you further, as I said earlier, right? It takes you further and definitely make you richer too. So, Claudia, don't tell me you don't have nobody to work with in Jamaica. You can work with your family overseas and get things done just the same, right? So he says, I'll be calling you Claudia. I'm a young man who really wishes to own a property. I'd like to start working towards this. No, excellent, Rabian. Tony can pronounce this, Rabian. Susan Rabian, right.
This is the one you want?
All right, everybody remember to like, also to like up the video. This was Nilo. Yes, like it so that YouTube, we can some about algorithms with YouTube, everybody.
This is the one you want?
We just really want to disseminate the information. So we needed to share the video with to your friends and get them to come on Sundays so that they can get the information. All right, so Palmetto Pines is up next. That's a new subdivision that I'm excited. Tony, you're excited?
I am.
Whoa. This subdivision, guys. Tony's bringing it up on the screen soon. Hopefully she can get it up with the technology, giving her a beating still.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You master it now. All right. So Palmetto Pines is 200 plus lots now in phase 1. That will be coming in here, actually. We just don't break ground yet. We were trying to break ground somewhere in May here, right? So 200 plus lots, St. John's Road. Stop scrolling, Tony. St. John's Road, which is a road that takes you up to Green Acres, Kitsiltown, Bellevue Heights, Frenchman Heights, and further down, you have Willowdean, and coming up the line, you have the turn off to Fairview Park, where I bought and lived for a number of years, Ebony Park. Those schemes are on that road, right? Now, St. John's Road, big guy, what other change? Big development coming. So this development has phase 1, 2, and 3. Over 800 lots, units will be there. And then down the road is going to be another development. The road are fixed. So you know about the flooding, that's history. I mean, no flooding. We're fixing the drains and everything, right? So you don't really have to worry about no flooding. Although flooding is not a bad thing, I flooded at my first house and I benefited from some insurance.
You did?
Yeah. Flooding, that's a below one. Flooding is not a bad thing, guys. Well, it depends on the flooding, how bad the flooding is. I mean, you don't want to be drowned in a flooding.
What happened in the flooding?
The people in the back, which was Winter's Pen, they didn't fix their drains. They didn't clean the drains. So drains are blocked. The water was just overwhelming, came through our backyard.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So everybody.
It was our entire road, or it was just us?
No, it came through our backyard and flowed through the scheme, but because we are at the mouth of that development, Winter's Pen, Winter's Park. That it named Winter's Pen, but I think they renamed it Winter's Park. That's what happened. Flooding sometimes not a bad, so not a bad thing, right? But so Palmetto Pines coming. So it's a new era in living. This is Tony and I write this, New era in living with a new generation of property owners living in a picturesque gated community on St. John's Road. The first of its kind in Spanish Town, Palmetto Pines offers over 200 residential lots to choose from and build the home of your dreams. At the heart of this development features many amenities for your comfort. Could there be more? Yes. There is convenience at your steps with a commercial shopping center. So Palmetto Pines, you want some water?
Thanks.
Palmetto Pines can be for your dream, right? All right, so we're scrolling down. So some of the amenities, jogging trail walking trail. Those of you like myself, you can't jog again. You get a children's playground, basketball court, netball court, lawn tennis court. May I tell you, say, you know, somebody if my knee could have worked still. I was a tennis freak at Woolman's, right? And football field, a six-a-side football field. So those of you with active lifestyles, and you want to have the basketball court and netball court and those things at your fingertip. Now, this is a development that poise are working together. You notice all the things? The basketball, you can have a basketball team, a netball team, a lawn tennis team, a field, where you can have a football team, you can enter so many competitions. You're talking about 200 homes. You're talking, in phase one, you're talking about over 800 homes in phase one. Each person have two, so you're talking about 1,600 persons just to.
Yeah, I imagine
can you imagine
like this will have like grand sports days.
Yeah, it will be such a huge community. If you could get the community mobilized, it would make so much of a difference.
Like nice Christmas parties.
Yeah, Christmas parties and them drop out Ubuju. All right, so you have a commercial complex as well. That will be in the front. So you'll have gym, doctor's office, pharmacy, fast food outlets, supermarket, retail shops, right? So the things step up. This reminds me of Ligani where I am. It's just that we're not gated. But you just walk down the road and you have all the shopping, right? So you'll have also, so the main features, your main road entrance. So the entrance is on St. John's Road, right? Full perimeter fencing, everybody. So yes, you're gonna be fenced right around. When you're driving at the scheme, the scheme with your neighbors, right? Secured entrance, it's gonna be gated. So it's gonna have a gate with the remote and all of that. Asphalted roads, yes, definitely. No dirt track around here. Concrete sidewalks, a curb and gutter, yes. Central sewage, game changer. Some of the lots will have central sewage. So you don't have to go digging up pit and a septic and all these things. You just hook up your pipe to the central sewage. And some lots will be elevated. Yeah, so you can see Spanish Town and its environs, right?
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking forward to this one. I'm looking forward to some of you having your name on one of these titles. Those of you who don't have your name for no title in Jamaica at all, even though you live here or you don't live here, don't matter. Get your name on a title. Now, these are lots, so the price point will be a little bit lower than trying to get into a house. Because I know some of you probably don't qualify to get one of those 18 million, 19 million houses that they're selling like in Portmore and so on. And I know some of you missed out on the gore. You tried, yes, but you never use your leverage. So you didn't get one of the houses. You just hope so, oh, maybe I get through. It don't work like that. But those of you who missed that gore, they're finished. They're not building anymore right now.
They're not?
Not in Portmore. That's their last phase in Portmore, everybody. Okay. So that's it. All right. What's going on with the other YouTube channel? Which other YouTube channel? All right. Spanish Town, rough place. Now I live there. Well, future. I lived there from 1990. So I bought the house 1989, but actually got it 1990. Moved in 1990, January 1, actually. New Year's Day. Moved in. I lived there up to 2002. So I lived there from 1990 to 2002. That was 12 years. Actually, only took me 12 years to pay off that mortgage. I'm actually glad I bought it. It was my first property. I was 23 years old. I looked in, it took me 1 year. I looked in Port, I looked Stony Hill, Barbican, because at the time I was renting a one room in Barbican for $500. I looked all over the place for a house to buy. And why I was looking at a house? Because the landlord raised my rent from $500, same kind of $2,000 fee in place. At that time, my salary was about $1,500 a month. And I called my girlfriend Pat and she said, Claudia, buy a property, buy a house. You have some savings to buy a house. I'm telling me about 20-something thousand in the bank. And she She said, buy a house, come I want a saver, art saver. And I had read The Richest Man in Babylon too, which was why I had the money, because I was really saving the 10% and then got to 20 and 30%. So I was really saving the money because I read The Richest Man in Babylon in 1988, actually. So I had the money parked up and she knew about it. And she said, Claudia, buy a house. She had already bought a house in Ensom and she encouraged me to buy a house. And I started looking. I really started looking. But of course, you live in a Barbican, you swear, so,
everywhere's like Barbican.
Everywhere's like Barbican, you have no clue that, Claudia, Spanish don't budget, you have, go on a Spanish town. But I looked, and a good friend to where I was at Island Life, Richard Coley, whose sister had bought in Fairview Park. And he kept saying, Claudia, just why don't buy a Fairview Park house? Coley. And I live in Spanish town. No, not more Spanish town. Spanish town, a bad place, a pure gunman.
And this was pre-highway.
Yeah,
pre-gated.
And pre-gated. And taxi stop at your foot.
Yeah.
These days, people going to Spanish town have no problem. I mean, an AC bus. Hell, AC bus $100, guys. Sometimes I can't return on my AC. No, just kidding. My AC is always on. But they're in AC buses and they come to the terminus and the bus stops at their feet and they jump on any taxi going into any of the schemes, right? What you all don't understand is that the schemes are not in Spanish Town. So like St. John's Road is on the outskirts of Spanish Town. Spanish Town is in the town, where they have the shopping, those buildings with the red brick that brought down. That's Spanish Town. All right? But remember, there's a bypass. So Spanish Town years ago built a bypass. The bypass is actually that road that Food for the Poor is on. That's a bypass, guys. So you actually bypass Spanish Town.
But you don't have to go on the bypass. You can legit go highway now. And then
you can go on the highway. You don't even need to go on the bypass. You go on the highway, you go on Old Harbor Road, turn onto Featherbed Lane, and you would be on St. John's Road. So you have to understand the dynamics, right? We lived there for 12 years, and yes, they had lots of ups and downs, but we live our lives, right? And we get up early, jump on the bus by 5 o'clock, get into Kingston by 7:30, drop off, walk Tony to school, go work, and we're good till we're able to leave. Now, if I had not bought that property when I did, when I could have afforded it at that time, so I'm on this side of the road, and across the street, they bring phase 3. I sell the thing for 250,000, Tony. So if I'd waited 1 month, 2 months, I could not even get into phase 3.
Right, because you barely qualified for phase 2.
I barely qualified for phase 2. I didn't qualify for phase 2. I had an assist. So I was leveraged.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was leveraged. A very good gentleman, Richard Graham, leveraged me. Right? So he co-signed my loan so I could get that loan. And I struggled to pay the mortgage in the first couple of years. And then I was leveraged again by Rachel's father, my second daughter's father. When I was struggling, I couldn't afford it. Him jump in and him leverage me again. So I know about leverage a long time, Leverage. If I didn't have leverage in my life, I would not be where I am today. And I use it wisely. So I just met Richard. And he was compelled to help. Richard and I were not in any romantic relationship or not like that. I'm a much older gentleman than I am. But
I think he saw you as a daughter.
There's something called what them call it? Intervention. Godsend. Something another divine intervention. Something called that tonight, and it really works.
Yeah, because sometimes God really sends the help,
He does.
Not seeing it.
He sends it all the time. But you're so busy in your head space and allow other things to get in your head space, busy you up, you're not seeing it. But he sends the intervention, but you have to use it, right?
Yeah.
And he sent the leverage that I needed at the time to help me to get through and to be able to keep that house till. Eventually, the mortgage was like, no, the mortgage was like $1,500, right? And I'm getting $2,000. So I struggled, right? But as I tell you, Richard Vada jump in and him leverage me. Whoa, thank you, Ricardo. Good man. And then eventually, me I earn more money now. Me no need him, nor nothing. I mean, and that started my like a side hustle, richest man in Babylon again. Start my side hustle, do my thing, and him sent me to a couple persons who I could get goods from and so on. So leverage again. So you see, without the leverage, you basically not getting anywhere. Another person who leverages was also my mother because she kept sending barrels to. So the barrels were the substitution for money. So I never bought deodorant, clothes, and toys for Tony and those things. Didn't buy any of those things. So in that other sense, as also leverage. But a lot of you getting this help, you're not seeing it as a leverage that you need to move, to move, to graduate, I call it. So you're in kindergarten class. You need to go to grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, all the way up. You have to graduate people. You can't be in the same, next year is coming and you're at the same position you were in before. All right?
Right.
So it's leverage. What else can I do on this website? So this is the Palmetto Pines website, JA. This is the website you'll be interacting. Plus another website that we'll be bringing up. It's just ready, so we can't tell you about it yet. So you have your application form. You need the same things, your government ID, TRN, proof of address, proof of deposit, proof of funds. And then you go through the process of putting in your property, your application, right? Scroll down, Tony. So this form allows you to complete your entire thing online. So you're going to put in your name, address, upload your documents as well, right?
Right.
So you upload all those documents that she's talking about, your ID, your TRN, and so on. Hit submit. Tony will get it. She'll correspond with you, let you know, yes, you have the lot on how you go about making payment. So your price list is not yet ready, unfortunately, but the map is there. And you can download the Palmetto Pines map to your computer or wherever. So you can see the lot better. And you can see how the scheme is built. This is phase 1 of the scheme. So these are lots, and some will have central sewage. So smaller lots will have access to central sewage, and the larger lots will probably have access to on-site, meaning you build your own sewage. So basically, that's Palmetto Pines. Go to the website, start looking around. Also encourage you to go to St. John's Road. So drive on St. John's Road. So let me tell you where it is now. You're going to come to the intersection of St. John's Road, Job Lane, and Featherbed Lane. I usually pass St. John's Road bypass and turn onto Job Lane because it's a better road and it's shorter. So I turn on Job Lane, I come to the traffic light, and I make a right turn, and I will be on St. John's Road. Try reloading. And then I will continue, right? So you continue. You're going to entrance to Ebony. Continue. Where else you pass? You pass a church. Can't remember the church now. You pass the turnout that takes you to Meadowrest, which is another cemetery. You pass that, continue. You're going to know that you're at the beginning of the lot, because when you look up, you're going to see a high tension wire running across. That's the beginning. And then all of the land on the left and across the street on the right is going to be a building, a blue and white building. That is, I understand, supposed to be a police station. They haven't taken charge of it yet because of some flooding issues. But we are fixing the drains. Do not worry about the drains. We're definitely fixing the drains to take the water off so that no community on St. John's Road at that section will be ever be flooded. All right? So we're fixing the drains. It's already that it's fully fenced. It's gonna be beautiful. Just think of newness. Think of newness, new roads, and look, some communities in Spanish roads are horrible. But the developers have definitely, when they went into Portmore, lift the standard. They came to St. Andrew, lift the standard. Some developers went to Spanish Town earlier. Like there's one on the bypass. What's it called again? El Prado Verde. I remember years ago, I went in there to buy one for something like 8.5. Reaching, and we could have said reach first. The lady said, "Oh, we don't have any more at 8.5, the 9.5." I was like,
out of your budget now.
out of my budget. I'm a reacher first. Don't make that reacher, right? So it's I think it's a good investment. Land always is. Besides, land in a gated with those amenities is a game changer. You can buy it today, sell it back tomorrow. No, don't do that though. It's like a no-brainer, right? Land is also good for your retirement plan. Think about it. I bought a piece of land for how much was it? 4.5?
Yes.
Land now valued 25 million. I haven't done a thing. I don't even cut the grass. Shame on you, Tony. Why don't you cut the grass?
But we don't need to cut the grass.
No, because the neighbors cut the grass.
Neighbors cut.
Because them don't like the bush. But everybody, land is a really, really good investment. And like me, I get sentimental about my real estate. I say, Claudia, Tony's my retirement. I'm going to sell it, and that's my number. So 25 million would be my kitty for my retirement. But I don't know. That's a nice piece of land. I really like it. So Tony,
sell it.
I'm not selling it. You have to go give me my pension every month. Yeah, you get, and that's another thing, guys. You have to think about that too.
I'm probably gonna have to develop it eventually.
Yeah, where's your pension coming from? I tell you, land, good investment for pension. And even if you don't have any cash to buy the land, what you do, you put on a little deposit. In this instance, 5% or 10%, depending on your lender. So Tony's going to also put now in the description the mortgage officers, the link to those mortgage officers. You just complete it and get pre-approved. That's one of the first things you need to do. Pre-approved for the loan. You have to understand this. So you don't have any cash. I learned this years ago. Same richest man in Babylon. You don't have any cash. Them said to you, put aside some money for your pension, which is investment. That's what I want you to do, right? But what did I do? I said, you know something? So now I'm running behind these banks, you know. And then next one day, me wake up, them lock the door. Can I get my water? One day I wake up and I lock the door, right? And I can't get in. I say, you know something? Only thing I must have at a bank is a loan. Seriously. I mean,
they can go on with that.
That's a product that they're selling, isn't it?
Yes.
They're selling loans. That's what the banks do. They're not here to make you rich. They're here to make themselves rich. They're selling a product. So just like any product that you partake of, the shoes, like I like Trotter shoes. They're like 100 US, 120 on them, big money. But what's the benefit I'm getting? Comfortable. I can walk forever in a Trotter shoes, no problem, right? So I want to pay for that. Now, the bank is a product. Figure out. Like, oh, I figure it out. I tell you. So what you let us say Palmetto Pines are 10 million. Not telling you that's what it is. Them say pay 5%, which is 500,000. You have that in your account long time, put on. So you pay the 5%, right? And guess what? You go to the bank and take a loan.
Right.
The bank will say pay 50,000 a month, 60,000, 100,000 a month, depending on your age. That monthly payment is now you saving your pension. So instead of you taking out, them swiping off for your 100,000 or 50,000 every month to save towards a pension,
right?
Where that fund may not even exist when you are ready to retire. I've seen that happen to lots of people, especially some of you in overseas with these other things that I'm calling pensions, right? Remember, and you can put that there.
We live in a country where you still have the opportunity to buy land.
Yeah. You can buy that land, put it down, go and pay the monthly money, which is what I do. Go and pay it. That is me saving this money in the land. Save it in the real estate. Instead of saving it in a commercial bank, you save it in the land. I call it land banking. Everybody call it land banking. But some of you don't know it.
Yeah.
We'll discuss all of that in upcoming, because that's one of the things we'll discuss, right? So, like a Palmetto Pines is gated. Plus, even if it never gets, nobody not gonna thief the land. You just have to make sure nobody goes and build on your land. You have to be vigilant, right? So what I usually say, buy land, barbed wire around. Your barbed wire on land them your own. Barbed wire around. Or after you visit the lands.
Did you know if I pass it every day when I walk?
You put up a no dumping sign on the land?
Oh no.
As we have discussed, no trespassing. You need to do all of that to the land, right?
Do we have to?
It's part of the way of showing ownership that somebody owns it. So that just in case people are in your land to go squat on it or whatever, they'll think twice.
Oh, so the no trespassing and
yeah,
no dumping.
And the no dumping and fence with the little barbed wire fence. That's cheap. Right?
If it's a little piece of land.
Yeah, if it's a piece.
What if you bought 10 acres?
Yeah, 10 acres. What you do? That's what I'm gonna squat for. All right. Yeah. So even that's true because even the 22 acres in Portland, I got a call one day. Miss D, a man up here put up sitting look like garage on the land. I said, what you say a while ago? I said, what you say? You serious? No, man, I'm gonna find the man. Anyway, I drive down there 2 times now. I see this, I see the structure, I not buck him, but you know, I buck him, told him I have to give me that. But because I know that we're gonna be doing, so all right, man, make him stay till when him see them D9 and them bulldozer, excavator roll up,
he'll come out.
Let me see if him not gonna come out. So this is Palmetto Pines. Is it still on the screen?
Yeah, it's still on the screen. Scroll
down. So Palmetto Pines, everybody. Go and look at the location. All right. Don't fuck with the bank. The bank, use the bank to leverage. We talk about leverage. We don't quarrel with people. We just figure out how we can use their resources to be our resources, to leverage us to the next level. That's what we do. We don't sit down and quarrel. We not fuss with nobody. As them would have said, we'll come here for drink milk. We not come here for count cow. Know that proverb or that saying? Is that saying, or I don't know if it's a Jamaican, whatever. But you would have learned that if you just sit on your granny foot or your mother foot.
Says, yes, the bank is in the business to make money.
Yes, so don't quarrel with them. Just figure out you can use them as leverage so that you can make money. And besides, some of you love to talk about, the bank will go take it back if you don't pay them. So what? You buy a property for 2 million. By the time the value reach 5 million, you can't pay the loan. But guess what? You only owe the bank about 1.5 million. You put on a deposit of 500. The bank sell the place to the 5 million. Take back them 1.5 because probably you not start then the capital yet. The 500 plus the little money that when you are paying every month, trust me, you would have made more money on top of the 500 deposit that you put down and more money on top of the monthly payments that you were paying every month. Because I can tell you, if you were not paying the bank those monthly monies every month, Burger King take it long time, KFC, the cinema, where is love take money, Tony? You go all of them, so you know. They take your money gone, don't it?
True.
So I always said, Tony, we need something to pay for. You never finish pay for that. I said, listen, man, get cracking, find something. We have to pay for something. I don't want sitting around with all of this and me if I think we're going to spend it for. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want Xander Xavier to say, Grandma, you're trifling. What did you do with all that money that you earned? No. My grandson then must have said that about me, right? So, good evening, Peter Gay. Sound like you're just coming in, Peter Gay. All right. So, Palmetto Pines. That's a new subdivision we're going to be selling. So, you will see us with the various promotional things coming out very soon. The price, we don't have the price yet. But I wanted to go and look at the location. Also wanted to, you can even pre-register on Tony's application form. When the time comes, we'll just decide on the unit and put it in for you. So if you're interested, you have all the documents, just the same. You have a pre-approval, all of that. If you don't have a pre-approval, the link is in the description. Use the link, fill out the link right now, so that tomorrow morning when the mortgage officers get to their desk, they'll see it, right?
Right.
And even if you don't buy Palmetto Pines, you buy something else. So just get on the link, everybody. Pre-approval, that's where it starts. That's where your leverage starts, right?
Right.
So if you don't borrow with gold spoon in your mouth, the bank, use the bank as your gold spoon.
Good one, Mom.
Yeah, use the bank. All right. Where are we at now? So the development feature, we'll finish with that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get to it. Look like you're running behind time, Tony. So government and real estate. Here. What does the government do to help you to be able to get into the real estate business? Government does a lot of things. One of the main organizations they use is NHT, right? The National Housing Trust was started back in the day by one of our famous prime ministers, the Right Honorable Michael Manley. Right Honorable Michael Manley was a stalwart in his time. I've used the National NHT, National Housing Trust, sorry. Tony has used National Housing Trust. My second daughter, Rachel, she has used their National Housing Trust. So the National Housing Trust, and those of you overseas can also use the National Housing Trust by signing up on the voluntary contributions. Those of us who live here, we qualify after 1 year of contributions. So as you finish university, people, use your National Housing Trust and buy a place. Join with your mother, your father. We're seeing more of that happening now.
Mm-hmm.
Because persons have been listening to us and they're coming in with their parents. We need to do this. We need to join up to, was it Friday? To Friday, we sold a son and his dad a property. You must come together. If you're overseas and your children out here can qualify for the National Housing Trust now, consider partnering with them so you can give the deposit. You can pay the closing costs, right, Tony?
Yeah.
And let them take and you pay the loan together. We need to get our names on the titles, everybody.
And the truth is that if you don't do it now, it becomes such a huge problem and burden later down.
Yeah, and children, I have to tell you this. If you do not help your parents, so if your parents went through life and you reached 20, 25, and they did not manage to buy a property, right? And you are now in a position where you can help them and you don't, you're down the road, you will have to pay for your nursing home. I kid you not. It is better to do it now. Know that your parents are strong, still working, all of that can still help with our light bill and a water bill. Have them NHT benefits still. Join with your mother and father and get this house thing out of the way. After that, you can go waste time. Don't it?
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about nothing after that.
I think to like our parents, sometimes it's not that they didn't want to buy a house or anything like that,
Mm-hmm.
but they probably just didn't understand how to get to the process.
Yeah.
And we as the children have a little bit more knowledge at our disposal through people like you, Miss Davis.
A little more knowledge.
Yeah.
We have 100% more knowledge.
Yeah.
And through all of the dear school and we have to pay for sending them. Not to mention all the extra listening.
Yeah, but like this forum is free education. Once you have little data on your phone, you can log on to YouTube Live with Claudia and get a world of information in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Right? That would have been we should have taken like several trips to NHT, phone calls, know people back in the day.
Yeah.
Be on a long waiting list for your name to call for NHT.
Yeah.
I mean,
when I bought my first house, NHT told me I didn't qualify.
Right.
I didn't have enough points. That changed people. Things better, much simpler, much easier. Right? So I am calling on you young people out there. Buy the property with your parent. If your parent don't have no house, you come see them in a rent house. So mama, dada, why we in a rent house? What we can do? Come together. Start flush out your money. Some of you say, oh, we just have a little call center work. Really? Call center work can't buy a house. You can't get loan. Can't buy a piece of land and on a bill together. Right? So even the land development that we just brought up. Suppose you can only afford the land. You buy the land and then the people overseas, when them send the money, get wise with it, get the contractor, build the property.
And you know, Jamaican people on the whole is very resourceful enough.
You
get them a piece of land. In no time, there's a structure on that property.
Structure, a castle. Talk about structure. We not build structure. We build castle or skyscraper. Tell them.
True.
And that we live in. We don't live in a structure. We live in a skyscraper and castles. All right. So National Housing Trust. Now the website nht.gov.jm. Go on the website. I have a ton of information for you. They also have an online portal. So we jump on the online portal. So they have an online portal that will soon. You can click here.
I did.
You did? Oh, so this one is all right. So I'm on the online portal because I had an NHT loan before. I'm going to show you. So you're going to go in and you're going to register if you don't have an account, right? So those of you who contribute to the National Housing Trust and you don't have an account yet with the online portal, you're going to register. So I have an account. Tony's going to jump into it.
One moment.
And
let me just
we'll look at it a little bit and show you what you can do with it. Are they seeing it now?
Not yet. I need to share the screen.
Oh. If you see us looking off, it's because we're actually looking at two screens. You're there now? All right, so we signed in. This is an online portal. If you're not registered, get registered on the portal. Oh, hello, Claudia Davis. Them all know my name. So you can make payments. You can apply for your refund. Eligibility pre-approval. So them telling me here now, based on the assessment generated on the 7th of May, 2023. Whoa, is that instant thing? Today's the 7th, right?
Yeah.
So
as you open it.
So based on what assessment?
Generated?
Oh, them assess me already. As a homeowner, so I'm already a homeowner, earning $13,000 a week. Where did I get that from? $13,000 weekly. You are eligible for the following benefits. This assessment is valid until the 3rd of November 2023. So I'm eligible for improved 50+ loan. This is a loan that you can get after 15 years if you took a loan before.
Mm-hmm.
So I must have taken a loan 15 years ago before.
Mm-hmm.
So them telling me I'm qualified for 2.5. Them giving me for 13 years. That's because I'm 57 and the loans go up to age 70. So I only can get a 13-year, right? And the monthly payment, the interest rate is 0. Oh, I mean, if you go for this alone, yeah, man.
And do what with it?
Me have to find something for doing it. You know, I say, what I go on? The monthly payment is $16,000 now. The way I say. And it expire when? The 3rd of November. No, sir. Them now give me no 0 interest rate. It's because them things I only I get 13. When they did this, in $13,000 a week.
That's how long? But they said they did this today.
I think it's a computer thing.
Oh.
$13,000 a week, 26. Ah, sir. How much money that a month? That's not even European. No, but that's only because I think I don't know where them get that from. But I still qualify for the 2.5. The highest interest rate they would charge me though is 5%, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can do that. What's at the bottom? You can scroll down. So you can note who your contributions, who your employers were, if you get refunded, how many due for refund and so on. Go on it, guys. Go to the left over here. So go on it, everybody. So you have homes, loans, your contributions, your profile, all of that is there. Now, coming soon, this is a portal you will use to get your eligibility letter from NHT. So those of you who don't get NHT loan yet, I encourage you to go on this portal. You will also see your contributions that you have made. You'll see those that you have taken already too. You'll see due for refund as well. Tony, I want to show you that because they're going to show you too much money when we due for refund. Their due for refund is actually up to date. So everybody jump on the portal, register so that you can keep up to date with your energy contributions. You'll know if your company is putting in the contributions and all of that, right?
Based on this?
Based on that.
Okay.
Yeah. It will also be able to, as I say, apply for your eligibility. Now, if this portal not ready for you, you want to do it right now, you're going to send them an email at WeCare. Want to type it in the chat?
Sure.
Care at nht.gov.jm. Send them your job letter, your pay slips, and ask them for the eligibility letter. Those of you who will be joining with another institution, you don't need to go to the NHT direct. The mortgage officers that we're linking you with, they will liaise with NHT. You just need to tell them that you have your NHT to use.
Someone's asking if the interest rate is fixed.
For NHT?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it's variable, which is good. Because those persons who had it at 6 the other day, it's now at 5.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So NHT is variable. And they do drop the interest rates. I think $20 on the loan now, right? But my other daughter, Rachel, still have her loan. I think hers went down to 2% the other day. So with NHT, you don't really need to worry about fixed or variable.
I mean, because the
loan is so cheap. I think it's at 5 now. I think. Don't quote me, guys. But I think, yeah. All right. So we're moving on from NHT. So NHT is one of the government agencies that will help you. Those of you who are self-employed, move to the next slide, Tony. Those of you who are self-employed must get on and get involved with NHT. The banks are no joke when it comes to self-employed. I've been there. I can tell you, them is a nightmare to maneuver. The more your granny teeth, I kid you not. Payslip people, easy, simple. Show your payslip, show your job letter, boom, you get loan. So if you're salaried now, I would advise you, Tony, you need to be on slideshow. Mm-hmm. I would advise you to, you really, really need to take those loans when you're salaried. That's when I took a lot of my loans. All of my loans. And just last year, I had to maneuver the bank back with a loan. And I didn't even know why I went to the bank and maneuvered the bank again, because my aim was to get out of the rat trap. The rat trap. Based on Robert Kiyosaki's book.
I think the reason why you like the bank so much is because you like the leverage.
I like
using up your cash, you can.
I like the leverage.
Yeah.
Guys. The leverage works, I tell you. Robert Kiyosaki talks about the rat race, but it's no joke when you are self-employed. So we came out of the rat race all of 2 months, Tony said? Mm-hmm. And then we jumped back in, but we're on the other side still. So we're into bigger investments now. But they're no joke to maneuver when you're self-employed, I tell you. There's stress here, they're very stressful.
What's this?
So if you can partner with somebody who will payslip, it's even better for you. All right, so real estate news. National Housing Trust. Click on the link. So we need to bring you some real estate news, something that's been happening. So the same National Housing Trust. So the other day when they had the budget speech, I need to be able to read this. I need to be able to see what's going on.
I know, but I have to come out of the slideshow in order to share the screen with them.
Tony, I wear your glasses so you can read it. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, so at one point I actually lost my voice with this. Xander went to school and he has a cold every single week. I kid you not. And so him get it, and so we get it. Then him don't get it, we still have it. Then him get it again, we catch it again.
we just continue to have it. Like, I think I've had a cold for maybe 2 months straight.
No, but before Xander, we had no cold. You realize?
I know. I've never been on so much antibiotics in my life.
Yeah.
So on March 31st, 2023, the National Housing Trust, NHT, is set to implement a series of strategic changes to optimize loan processing and accessibility to mortgage financing for its contributors. Improvements to our customer service delivery, along with the recently announced increases in loan limits, are expected to streamline the NHT mortgage program, thereby enhancing the overall experience for our customers. We have made significant progress in the modernization of our services by harnessing technology and other innovations. Among the changes is an upgrade to the NHT online platform to allow customers to generate eligibility letters in a much shorter processing time. In addition, customers will be able to indicate their mortgage institution of choice to which these letters would be dispatched. In addition, come April 3rd, 2023, the NHT will be piloting a new mortgage financing model. The External Financing Mortgage Program, EFMP, will replace the current Joint Finance Mortgage Program, JFEMP, on a phased basis. Our contributors will have an expanded list of mortgage institutions through which they can access their NHT loans. This list will now include credit unions along with commercial banks. To date, two institutions, National Commercial Bank, NCB, and COK Solid, what's that word? Solidarity Cooperative Credit Union have signed on. Sodality Corporate Credit Union have signed on to the program. Video below. Watch the video.
No.
Under the phase 1 of the program, contributors who wish to access their NHT benefit from financial institutions that have not signed on to EFMP will be able to receive referral letters under the JFMP up to April 30th, 2023, while entities transitions to the EFMP. Arrangements are being made for contributors who wish to access their benefit through these institutions to do so under a pari passu arrangement from May 1, 2023 to July 31st, 2023. All contributors who are outside the NHT's 0% income band and intend to mix funds part from NHT, part from the partner institution, will receive all loan benefits, interest rates, and loan tenures as if they came directly to the NHT. Oh, that's nice. Contributors applying for NHT scheme units, grants, and special subsidies may apply for their loans at any NHT branch office. Contributors who are interested in applying for loans that fall within the NHT loan limit may choose to apply at any NHT branch office. Contributors will benefit from faster processing times for loans and other housing-related products not provided by the NHT. Under phase 2 of the program, contributors earning above 30,099 cents weekly and wish to access loans to purchase on the market will be required to access full loans from partnering financial institutions. Details of this will be communicated once implemented. The National Housing Trust will continue to extend special assistance to our mortgages who are experiencing financial hardships and require assistance from the trust to maintain or keep their accounts in good standing. Our contributors remain our top priority as we continue to implement more strategies and ideas to make it easier for them to actualize their dream of home ownership. With these changes, the NHT will be rearranging its resources to focus more of its efforts on developing affordable housing solutions for contributors in a significant way. This represents the greatest need of the housing market at this time.
Right. So, everybody, use the NHT, especially self-employed. So go to the NHT's website, read this fledges out some more for yourself, and see what it is going to mean for you. All right, Tony, let's get to our new product. All right, so we'll soon get to the questions. So this is the last in this section. Then we'll get to the questions. All right, so there's a new product in town called EPAY, everybody. EPAY. So those of you living in the United States of America, you can now transfer money to Jamaica for a fee of only $2.99. Yes, $2.99. If you want me to sign you up, tell me right now. Tony's gonna put the link in the description. The EPAY service. So when I sign you up, you can now, Tony put the link in the description. The EPAY service, you will be able to, from where you are in the US, get onto the platform. We'll send you a link so you can sign up yourself to send your funds to your account in Jamaica. As long as you have a Visa debit card, I can sign you up. So the money will go from your bank straight into your bank in Jamaica. So you don't need a third party. You don't need to leverage nobody to do this for you. You don't need to send it to Auntie Jane through other companies, other money companies. Then Auntie Jane join the line, collect the money until Jane call you and say, wow, you know, so them relieve me of the money. No. You can transfer the funds from your account in the US straight to your account in Jamaica, right? So you just need to have a Visa debit card ready. Also, if it is that you need to send funds to somebody here, whether weekly, monthly, whatever, from the States, you just allow me to sign them up, their bank account, and you can send money from you now straight to their bank account here. So they don't need to go join a long line and all of that. They just need to have a Visa debit card with their bank here. And it's any bank here, as long as they have the Visa debit card. All right? And the fee is only $2.99, everybody. You can send them to about 1,000 US each time. This feature is simple to use for those persons, especially who have to pay mortgages here. You can transfer the funds straight from your account, straight into your mortgage, into your bank. So if you're with Jamaica National, for argument's sake, you would have had a savings account where you need to put that money in there. And I know the bank fees from the US, you have to go into the bank, join the line, make them do a wire transfer. None of that to EPAY. You just go on your phone or your computer, send the money from your bank straight into your Jamaica National account in Jamaica, or whichever bank you have the loan, and you put it into your savings account or your current account, and then you know the loan is taken automatic from that account. Win-win. Right? Now, Tony, we're going to test it. So Tony will now put up my link. Where's my link? So Tony's going to put up my link.
How do I find your
link? You can send me, okay, so go into my WhatsApp. Go into my WhatsApp and go to my WhatsApp. My WhatsApp. Oh, by the way, everybody, did you know you can WhatsApp yourself? So sometimes you see these things and you want to remember it. You can actually type in your own phone number and WhatsApp, and WhatsApp is Tony showed me that feature the other day.
I know, because
I usually be sending it. Yeah, usually sending the stuff to Tony. So mom, stop sending the thing and send it to yourself. Cool little feature, guys. So I have one of the links to myself personally. So my clients or people who want me to, Claudia, go look on this and whatever. All right, them send me a little gas money, a little change. Or them just like me, I want to send my money. Some of the guys are like that. They just say, Claudia, you did a good job today for me, I'm going to send you a little smalls. Okay, fine. Send them the link. Now, the thing is, we're not in Canada. This company, EPAY, they're not in Canada or the UK as yet. Only in the USA. So I want you to share with your family, your friends, everybody who you know need to send money to Jamaica. It's only $2.99 US, $2.99 US to send the funds. And especially those of you who need to send money to your bank account. You want to save some money. And it tells you right away what's the exchange rate, which is a good exchange rate. Also, it's coming from the US, but the money is going into your Jamaican account. So you're getting this money in Jamaican dollars, everybody, not US dollars. So if you need to pay a school fee, need to buy some uniforms, you want to send them up, pay your light bill, water bill, and you want to send the money to your auntie, your mother, and so on. As long as they have a bank account, I can sign them up. So we have given you a link. So if you want me to sign you up or you want me to sign up somebody, just fill out that form and I'll start contacting you tomorrow. I personally will call you and sign you up. So nobody else will call you. You know my voice number, 2926776. I'll call you and sign you up for the platform. Tony, did you put in my link?
No.
All right, Tony's waiting to find the link, so she's gonna put my link. So you can test it. You can send me $10 is the minimum you can send, right? So you can send $10 US dollars. Send it to test the platform. Send it because you like me and you like what I did for you today, right, Tony? Give you lots of information today that's useful. So EPAY, everybody. This is a brand new product that you can use. It's a win-win for you, only $2.99 from the USA. You jump in front of the line, you know. You have a leverage now, Tony. You know, see that? Just give them a good leverage. All right, let me take the questions. So that's our presentation for today. I'll take the questions coming from the top. All right, so thank you everybody for welcoming back. Allison, Safi, Kay, Nakujam, Anna K, thank you so much. All right. London to Jamaica, Tony Robert. Miguel, London to Jamaica. London, the EPAY work for you for London. Nilo, Nakaluham. Hi, Sophie. Hi, honey. Welcome back. Thank you so much, everybody. All right, I'm looking for a question here.
Usually they have question beside it.
What do you mean question beside? Hi, doing? You mean a question mark?
Yeah, see someone asking a question there.
And the development happening in St. Anne House and Land. Yeah, man. Holy. Landswood Meadows sold out.
Paradisiac.
Phase 1 sold out. Paradisiac, we're going to be bringing that up soon. Paradisiac is kind of on the higher side, but it's a little bit down from Richmond.
Savannah came.
Savannah only have the big houses, leave the 4 bedrooms. So Savannah came with 2-bed bungalows, 2-bed townhouses. We also have 2-bedroom townhouses. Those are good offerings. If you want one of those too, you can reach out. I think, do we have a video on the Savannah out?
I think we did.
We did? You need to look, you need to get it back on. Send us an email on our WhatsApp and we'll check. So, what has done, son, in St. Anne? Oh gosh, so many things coming in St. Anne. We sold out Fairway Estates, but a new phase is coming, guys, up on the hill. Remember, I was selling Hills of Draxall, which is up on the hill. So a lot of you jumped on, bought. Start from, I think, that 70,000 US, all the way to 160,000 US. We brought out Fairway Estates, started at 250,000 US. Now selling at 330,000 US. And we don't give the first key handover yet. Go figure. So, Hills of Draxall, looking for a development on the north coast with lands. I would have put on my pot on Hills of Draxall.
What? Phase 2?
Phase 2. Lands. They also have they're going to also have houses, right? This is coming at the end of the year. So you have to prepare. You have to get your pre-approval, start save your money. You just have to be prepared so that you get lucky, right? Just man in Babylon. Luck is opportunity meeting preparation. That's all it is, guys. Sometimes you're not prepared enough, but guess what? Use your leverage. You get prepared fast in no time, right? So I love Hills of Draxall. I think it's the best. I think Draxall on a whole is the best area of St. Anne. So those came in St. Anne. As I said, more stuff coming, especially in Draxall area. But you have to be prepared. Nilo says it's easier to come out of a marriage than a mortgage. Doing on the gated community lots on St. John's Road. Yeah, Dwayne Bennett. Okay, I hope you are here. We just discussed it. Palmetto Pines, that's the name of it. So the website, palmettopinesja.com. Palmettopinesja.com. Dwayne, look for a lot on there. Upload your stuff. Let us know which one you want. Then we're supposed to get the price this week, so that by Sunday coming, I can just shoot the price and tell you. Do you know why the vistas in Runaway Bay don't have a model unit as yet? Will they have a phase 3? Oh my gosh.
What?
Vista.
He's talking about the Savannah.
Yeah. Came, sold out.
I didn't think they really needed a
They
model
don't need
unit.
a model unit. If you're waiting, when you see the developments come out, if you're waiting on a model unit, do not wait. The developer has started to sell without a model unit. Use their 3D renderings and so on to make a decision. Right? Do not wait, guys. Just buy. Hi, Shaman. Thank you. Had to resume. We just came back today. Hi, Shaman. Why is A Vista in Mandeville still on the market? Do you think that Bahari in Runaway Bay is overpriced? Bahari. Tony, right I know.
I think I know it. It's the apartment complex.
It's an apartment complex. Bahari. You know, I stopped talking about overpriced low. If I look at it and I think it's overpriced, it's because I can't afford it, to be honest. Because other person's backing out the money and buying it. Do you know what I mean? If nobody was buying it, then maybe. I don't know that one.
Yeah, it's one of the proven ones. But it's not apartments, it's actually villas.
It's villas. Oh, well, a big price of villa, man. 53 bed villa, 36 2-bed villa.
49 3-bedroom townhouses, 24 2-bedroom townhouses, 12 2-bedroom condos, and 36 1-bed condos.
Are you sharing the screen?
No, it's not a shared screen.
Oh, you can't. So,
I mean,
Bahari proven does upscale.
Yeah,
high-end properties, proven not in the low-income market. So you have to look to people who are in low income, like a Gore, Wicon, or us. we used to be selling the low income ones, guys.
Yeah, some people with money.
Yeah, Pooh is definitely on a different scale.
Even the properties they do in Kingston are very high end.
Very high end. I certainly wouldn't walk into a Pooh and say, sell me one of these. I can't afford it.
But no, I don't think proven properties are
so you're sure
overpriced. No, because I've actually been in one of their developments in Kingston, and it's so nice.
Yeah.
Like if you had the money, you don't even think about overpriced. You just buy it.
You just back out it and buy it. So what do I think of Paradisiac? Yeah, good development near Richmond here on the old Choco Cove property. Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. The Paradisiac is gonna be up. Blow you away. It is beachfront property. Walk from your place and go down to the beach. Huge development. It's gonna be I thought game changer. This one's gonna be also a game changer.
Right, and this one has a proven developer on it.
Yeah, proven developer. So they were the ones who did Pyramid Point.
Yeah, and they did a couple.
And they did another one.
They did 2 or 3 before that.
Yeah. All right. So questions. What do you think? I did that one, Choco Cove. What do you think of Soul Lava? You can't miss with Soul Lava. It's right in the middle of Ocho Rios. It's a 1-bed, I think. Studio 1-bed. Yeah. It's right in the middle of Ocho Rios. It's a brand new complex. Persons will choose that in the Airbnb space. Persons are going to choose that over the other old ones.
Yeah.
Like a Sandcastle and what's the other one called?
No, that too is going to give a run for the money for the people who are further out.
Yeah, it's new and right there in the town. So it's gonna give persons in Runaway Bay, Discovery Bay, Draxal, give them a run for their money if they're looking for 1-beds and studios. Yeah. Soul Harbor, can afford it, right? If I was selling Soul Harbor, I'm selling it off already.
What's that about Suncoast?
What do you think of Suncoast coming to St. Thomas? Suncoast has been coming to St. Thomas from as far back as I can remember. I'm kind of neutral on Suncoast because I've been there years ago. They had beautiful plants, and then I don't know what happened. Now they're here. The highway is right there too. But I don't know how the highway interacts with them. But they're coming. So,
I think if they get the idea off the ground, it's gonna be lovely.
Do you think it makes sense to purchase on the South Coast? What you purchasing on the South Coast? They have gated properties? They have any apartments? What is it on Treasure Beach?
Treasure Beach is where St. Elizabeth?
Yeah, but I don't know. What kind of activity? If you're going to do tourist business, like you may want to purchase a 1 acre, 2 acre, and develop it into tourist business. But I don't know if they have any. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe they do. I don't know. Like apartment complexes or gated communities, or I don't know.
South Coast is not really known for that. A high rise.
Any gated properties
Mandeville.
coming in Portland? Yes, we are coming in Portland. yes. We're coming in Portland. So the property that was bought with the 20 persons, I tell you, leveraging each other, was bought at Norwich, Portland. It's right beside the Norwich Primary School. You're in the location, you drive past the Norwich Primary School, all of that land is beside the school, and behind the school is ours. Big development, things are going, nice things are going. I'm just telling you from now. Did you have a link for who wanted to sign up for Portland?
I do.
So Tony's gonna put up a link right now. If you're waiting on development in Portland, choose Portland as a parish when she puts this up, right? So that you can be on the list, and when it's ready, we shoot it out to you. Yes, Portland, and I tell you, I would have said we first are come mother in a Portland. We want to shoot out before everybody. And I know when we shoot out, everybody gonna run follow me. Them not follow Miss Davis and Tony. Them gonna just run follow me. But Portland is beautiful. It's beautiful. So it's one of the first parishes we looked at when we're looking to see how we could, where we could invest in. It's just beautiful. How much value does property in Little London, West Holds? Is there any plans on new development? I don't know a thing. Little London properties sell for small money. Most of the houses are board houses, as you know.
Isn't there a development
we've
out there?
Sold.
Or that was in Little London?
Yeah, it's Little London. What did I can't remember. We sold a place at the main for $4 million. Twice. And we sold, the prices don't tend to be expensive. Little London. Savannah Lamar is more expensive than Little London. She's just down the road. So asking, do you think Runaway Bay is a new Draxall? As there are lots of developments and it's a small resort town. They have the multi-million-dollar US Palm Beach resorts, New Beaches Hotel, Bahari, and Vistas.
Runaway Bay is making a comeback, but I don't think it's gonna beat Draxall just because of the proximity of Draxall to Ocho Rios.
Yeah. US Palm Beach resorts. Tony, we need to write this down. We're losing out. New Beaches Hotel, Bahari, and the Vistas. She literally named 1, 2, 3, 4 developments coming that we don't know about.
We know 2.
Bahari.
And we know Vistas.
Oh, we know Vistas. Yeah, Vistas came already. Thinking.
I would still prefer to buy Draxall.
I would buy Draxall.
Vista, though, over a Runaway Bay.
A Runaway Bay. You know why I would buy a Draxall, guys? On the front of Draxall would be heavy commercial. You don't need to go anywhere. Supermarket, pharmacy, as a matter of fact, they start rolling up already. I remember what them tell you, if a KFC not there, you're not saying none. So a big drive-through KFC is there now. You also have Starbucks there.
This is a Draxall, like the rich part of that stretch.
Yeah, CPJ.
Unless you gone all the way down to Discovery Bay, where that's now just elite on the beach end. Beach end,
yeah. You have a big supermarket coming to, can't remember the name of it now. But one of those big supermarkets definitely coming to. Draxall is gonna be like when Ligani was being developed, I was too young. Do you remember it? When I came into Ligani, it was already developed. But I saw them put in a dual carriageway on a Hope Road, game changer. Total Tools is there too, massive, big. That's where you get all your tools that you want to do your construction. I rent tools from them, I buy tools from them. Total Tools is on the front. I see a big plaza going up right now beside Total Tools too. If I was a betting woman, which I am, hands down, I'm betting on Draxal. Listen, when you see me bring up a Draxal, run like there's no tomorrow. If you never know about leverage, go find it. I'm telling you how serious I am. I showed a Chinese gentleman a 1 acre right on the main when it was just cutting up for 300,000 US. Spin like gig. I also called another gentleman overseas who was looking. He wanted a restaurant on the main. I said 300,000 US. That's the price. I said, no, it's too expensive. Chinaman spin because he never have enough cash. But him should have leveraged him on a friend there.
Or leverage a bank.
Or leverage a bank, but he didn't. He said, no, Miss Davis. Let me tell you something. One of those 1 acres was sold the other day for 1.6 million US. Telling you.
And this is not even 2 years later.
And this is 2 years. No, this is 2 years later.
2 years later.
Yeah, because it was 2020 at the time, in the height of the pandemic. And my mask and everything showed them on. The time everybody out there meet, I just map where I look on. I said, this a lot 1, this a lot 2. Where I look on map and we caravan it. So we that do
But
it.
you know what? I'm surprised. Like the persons who bought that Draxal commercial stretch there, look what they've done in 2 years.
2 years.
They've got their buildings approved and built and have people coming in there buying stuff already.
Yeah, man. Nuts for the Express is there. Tonya uses it all the time. So she come to the next Nuts for the Express, I'll pick her up. So the Nuts for the Express is there. They've rolled up like nothing. No tomorrow.
I know, and they've done commercial rentals
right around them. A commercial is there. That's one of the plazas that the KFC is on. So they've rolled up. There's also Image. What's the name? It's an X-ray place. What's it called? Elite Diagnostics. That's what it's called. So they're there, guys. If I was a betting woman, I am.
Devon House is there.
Devon House ice cream. You know, one little place, but they're there. I would have bet Draxal hands down. Matter of fact, Draxal is where if I could have buy 10 property in a Draxal, I would. And let me tell you now, me put all my money. Me put my money where my mouth is. When that lady from England called me and said, Miss Davis, I will have 2 minutes to Miss Davis, you need to, I wanted to, she used me as leverage. She wanted me to come and help her pick a lot at Hills of Draxal. I didn't know where the place was. I said, okay, fine, I'll meet you. Me and Kingston, drive all the way to St. Anne. Meet her for the first time. We find the office. We show the map. I said, all right, we could go look. Pure dirt road. Pure dirt road. We couldn't walk no far. We couldn't walk far. And she actually chose a lot. She also got a discount from a developer. I turned to the developer and said, can I sell these? He said, yeah, man, no problem. And I started. But I didn't see the value of the place till one day I jumped in one of them van. Because my little car couldn't carry me up the track there. Because the tractor them I work at scope out road and the survey and so them time there. And I jump in one of them 4-wheel pick up and I go up and I start go up. And when I go up there now, I said, blow my, I can't tell you the words. Some Jamaican words may I use though, people. But you know, we're international, so we can't talk Jamaican now. And I was like, no, sir. Tonian, we have to help yourself. This is the next Beverly Hills, you would say. Or the next Billy Dunn, or the next, call them the man, Cherry Gardens, Jack Seal, call them the man.
There's one in Hanover. What's that one called?
I don't know. I don't know Hanover that good. But guys, I tell you, a couple years from now, you will so regret not getting together your family, your friends, everybody, just to get a piece in Draxal. Yeah? Hands down, I can tell you, that is if you can predict and see where the real estate landscape going, I can tell you. On the north coast, Draxal is where, as a residential person, you want to invest in. If you have money for the commercial, you invest along the stretch. Anywhere along the stretch. The hotel's coming. So between Ocho Rios and Discovery Bay, yes. You have commercial money, pick up one of them big commercial places up on the stretch. Them very pricey. But some people have the money, they invest. But if you're just a little residential investor and you want something on the north coast, not saying. Suppose it's something little I sell, like a Discovery Bay, a Runaway Bay, a St. Anne's Bay. That's what you can afford, you pick it up. You buy it still. Make the equity bill. Then you can sell and pull in a Draxal. Or you put on your money on a Draxal and you wait. That's what we did. You put on your money on a Draxal and you wait. Right? So everybody, if I was a betting, I can tell you that's where you want to be. It's not who you know, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Yes, Sukanya. People are the resources. Good. Horse dead, cow fat. Yes, horse dead, cow fat. Grease in the palms, you did that. Hi, Rick. Serenity, I leverage the knowledge of my team. Yes. Nay. No, all the need for like up the video. Yes, like, subscribe,
and
share. Those of you who don't subscribe yet, subscribe right now. With Ego Claudia. I have nobody to work with in J. Come on, Claudia. Cancel. Claudia, please call Claudia. My Serenity says, Claudia, please go. Rabian, I'll be calling you Claudia, my young man. Yeah, Rabian, looking forward to that. Paula, oh my God, long time. Love you guys. Thank you, Paula. Love you too. All right, my Serenity. Tony, what's going on with you with the other YouTube channel? YouTube channel.
Oh,
welcome back,
yes.
Well
the
done.
one that was supposed to give the update on my health.
Yeah, what happened to it, Tony?
What happened to it?
Life happened. The other you, yeah, ovation. My Serenity says ovation. Yeah, she won't get to it. She's working through a whole heap right now. But it has not Tony to talk about,
It
right?
does.
I used my leverage, but still didn't get through. I guess you're talking about Gore.
Yeah.
Leverage of a good man. Oh, Les, you have to buy what you can afford. Yes, buy what you can afford. Make it. Interest rates increased last year, and it's set to increase again as the Bank of Jamaica tried to curb inflation. Have you seen an increase in people selling their homes as a result of these increases?
No.
You have not seen an increase in house prices? Of course you have.
No increase of the amount of people selling. No.
Yes.
You have?
Yeah. If you look at the system right now, whole heap of port more, whole heap of Spanish town.
I say a whole heap of commercials.
You see a whole heap of commercial?
I don't see a whole heap of port more. As
People
the port
selling.
more come on the market, they disappear.
Yeah. People get creative when interest rate go up. Them really get creative and try to hold on to their properties.
Yeah.
Great communities
I saw
in
something
Portland.
Mr. Phoenix for 30 million.
You saw Phoenix for 30 million? Bring it up and show the people. Is it improved?
Sort of.
Oh, guys, we're over the time. Just bear with us. We'll soon jump off now. Let's try to see if I have any. What price going? Oh, I don't know yet. Doing for Spanish Town. As I said, pass by the location and upload the docs. Are there any gated communities in Portland? My Serenity, yes, we will be gated. Game changer, Tony. We're coming to Portland and we will be gated, guys. Samantha, any house lots in Spanish Town area for sale? Yes, Samantha. Palmetto Pines. So it's palmettopinesja.com. Go to the website. Oh, I put it in. See there, palmettopinesja.com.
It says I don't have any internet. That's so weird.
Yes, but did we lose everybody?
No, they're there.
They're here?
Yeah.
All right, so maybe you should go in for it. Yes, the bank is in business. Keith, good evening. Hi, my Serenity, are there any gated in Portland? Yes. Petty Salon, is there going to be a pool? No pool. No pool. But you get the other stuff, right? So lawn tennis court, netball court, and so on. I did a little search on a land. I see the selling. The title says the land was bought on mortgage. How do I know the mortgage was paid off? That you can't know unless at the bottom of the title it says the land was discharged and give you the discharge date. Once you see that, you know the land was paid off. But if you don't have that, then maybe it wasn't paid off. But I don't know. You're trying to buy the land, you said? Oh. If you're a little search on the land, I see. Selling. Okay. Nice. I'll be checking this pre-approval for serenity. No, interest rates are not fixed. You're approved for 24 mil, 7% at 12 years. Do you think it's a good loan? The loan is only as good as what you use it for. So 24 million, what are you going to use it for? 24 million. Thank you, Beverly. Good to be back. Zed Zanda sharing the love. Yes, that's what it's called. Hi, Erica. Good to see you. Winston, good evening. I'm in the process of transferring a property by way of gift, owned jointly by my mom and sister to my company. Can this be done without a lawyer? Sure you can. Go on to the NLA website, download the form. I never should do that next week. Go to the nla.gov.jm section that says forms and look for transfer of land. You can fill it out, get the JP, sign it, witness it, get it to the stamp office, take it back to the transfer. Some taxi man a year late. Which bank give the cheapest processing rate? Right now, I think it's CIBC. Ricardo, I think it's CIBC. Winston Cope is book club keeping after this live. Oh no, we're not keeping the book club yet. We'll soon get back into the book club, but not today, right? So we'll send that notification. The EPAY link is there. Sign me up, please, Susan. Okay, Susan, we're going to sign it. We can sign it, but you have to fill out the EPAY link, right? My Serenity is a $2.99 a temporary price. Well, it's $2.99 now. I don't know if it's gonna be that next year or the year after, but it's $2.99 now. Welcome back. Yeah, we're gone for a while. Sorry about that, but a year we're gone. Maximum amount can I transfer to the bank? 1,000. Ricardo, what's your thought on Signam Villa location in Spanish Town for investment properties? Community safe. Is it gated? Signam Villa. I know Signam Villa. A community is safe as long as the one not looking for you, you know. It's when them looking for you, it's not safe. I don't remember that. I mean, communities are safe as ever. If them looking for you, no, it's not safe for you.
It almost like they did some addition to it.
Investment property depends. You have the rental on it. Remember, enough for investment property, you want either cash flow or capital gain, right? So cash flow is when the income from it is more than the expenditure.
Mm-hmm.
So the mortgage, the taxes, so on. Capital gain is when you buy it. So like the Palmetto Pines, you buy it for $1, you sell it back, you've made a capital gain. So it depends on which part of the looking for, Ricardo. Does EPAY have an app? No, they have the app is what you get to send to the people. So you get a link to send to them. Tony, my EPAY link is up. Mm-hmm. Click on my EPAY link, and this is what you will get. You'll see. Try send me $10, and then next week I'll tell you all who send me the $10. And you'll get back, if it's successful, you'll get back something to say that, yes, it was successful, right? Is the money insured with EPAY? It's bank to bank. What do you mean is the money insured? When you put the money in NCB, in Jamaica, so if the money hits your bank, and your bank is one of the banks in Jamaica that's insured, it's insured up to 1.2 million. So yeah, and if the bank where you coming from in the US is insured, then the money in the bank is insured from US. So your bank would have insured your funds if it's a bank that insures. And when it gets into our bank out here, only 1.2 million of money that you have in Jamaican banks are insured, right? Remember that. Welcome back. Thank you, Doreen. All right, so my EPAY link is there. So everybody, you can try send me $10. Tell me it worked. Claudia, thank you so much for the session. Very informative. Thank you, Claudia. Our pleasure. My number is, list the number, Tony, 876-292-6776. 876-292-6776. Where are the locations of the lands you're talking about? So it's on St. John's Road, which is in Spanish Town, the outskirts, everybody, not in Spanish Town. It's St. John's Road that take you up to Green Acres, Kitsap Town, the Dovecot Memorial Park, those places, right? Any info on women estates in Old Harbor? No, we don't have any info. The only thing that they sold out phase 1, right?
I think that's what I heard.
Something like that. I heard that they sold out phase 1. Peter K, do you think Out of the Blue is a good investment? Good investment if you're in that price point. So it started at, was it 17 million?
Yeah, I think that's right.
It started at 17 and it is now where?
Not sure.
20 something. Good investment if you're at that price point. Do you think Out of the Blue? So if I had 50,000, 50 million, I would probably buy 3 of them. Where is it now? You have something you want to bring up?
Yeah, this is the house that's selling in Portmore.
Is it on the screen now?
Yeah, it's on the screen.
So everybody, look at this house in Portmore. Those of you who are chasing the Phoenix, it's supposed to be knocking yourselves out now.
They look like they're an extension though.
Let me see the front of the house. So that's the front. So they tiled the front. They gave you a chain link fence around it. Where's the extension? What does the right say about the house? Which website is this on? Oh, it's on our side. It's on the realtor's side. Okay. So it is 35 million. It's still a 2-bed, 2-bath.
No, maybe they did not extension then.
1,250 square feet. You want to read what it says?
That seems big for a 2-bed, 2-bath though. Located in Phoenix Park Village, one of the most desirable gated communities in Fort Worth, St. Catherine, is this amazing 2-bed, 2-bath. 1,250 square feet, fully furnished house, and highly sought after Airbnb listing for sale. The property is being sold along with all furnishings and fixtures, in addition to a highly profitable Airbnb portfolio for a total of 45 million. The house features a double car park and it's very central, just minutes away from the highway, Sovereign Village, Price, Smart, schools, and all major amenities, and the world famous Hellshire Beach. The complex is well maintained and offers 24-hour security, which allows for peaceful relaxation and the enjoyment of your surroundings. The community amenities include multi-purpose soccer field, walking track, gazebo, and kids' playground. Full business prospectus available for serious inquiries. If you're an avid investor, don't miss out on this incredible investment opportunity.
So 45 million with the furniture.
And the Airbnb portfolio.
Oh, it's a business I'm selling. So 45 million with the furniture and the Airbnb portfolio. So
I guess 35 million for the house.
So this Airbnb portfolio is guaranteed, meaning these people are coming, always will come there.
I don't know. They say you can get a prospectus.
So the house itself is 35 million, isn't it? But if you want the business and the furniture, you're going to pay 45 million. Tony, why never use your leverage to get one of them one?
I know, right?
Oh my God. I can't believe this. Give me a sold inside here. Let me see how much one really was sold for. Without all these things around this one. I can't believe it.
No.
All right. So that's the Phoenix, everybody. So like those of you like myself who never bother jump up and down to get leverage jumping at this, we're knocking ourselves out right now.
We can still get in at 35 million, which is just like twice the price of the houses now.
You want to get in at 35 million? A house that just come on the market 15.5. Well, they did some stuff still, but I don't know.
Plus, the ones that are being sold now is smaller land space.
The ones being sold now, they're smaller land space.
This house, I thought we can actually probably add more units to this.
Oh, Sandra says she just recently purchased half acre in Portland as well, and it's not that far from Norwich. Oh, good. And everybody, Norwich is only about 5 minutes to Port Antonio, literally just down the road. Ocean Point, Hanover. Serenity never asked a question. Remember, I was selling those Ocean Point, Hanover. Those just went through the roof as well. I tell you, new developments, just buy and, I'm too late. Light just come back in my area. Oh, Sophie, sorry about that. I did a little title search and all that. Oh, did I go back? I definitely coming back home to get piece of the paradise. That's Claudia boy. This Errol Stevens trying to sell it for 30 million. Oh, that is Errol Stevens trying to sell it for 30 million. He's a YouTuber. Yeah, I know him. But it's 35 million. It's not 30 million, Neo. It's 35 million. We're gonna watch it, see if he gets it. We're here, high my serenity. I want to see who is foolish enough to buy it for 30 million. Because I have something to sell them to. It's 35 million, 45 with the Airbnb and the furniture. What are you talking about? But you see that Airbnb could be because he's a famous baller. You understand?
Yeah.
So maybe when you buy it, no, I don't know if you're going to get the same thing. I don't know.
I'm looking at it. It doesn't look that like great. Like it just looks like a normal.
It don't wow you.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna be like pool and slide and fancy furniture or something.
It don't wow you, Tony.
No.
Take only for wow, Tony. Good day. Keep up the great work, you both. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. This season is very informative. Thank you, Janet. Thanks, Miss Davis. Signed up for the Camelot Village Phase 4. Didn't get in, but I get in Phase 5. Yes. Nice. So you're in Phase 5. All right, that's nice. We should tell you that we're also in Phase 2. But I can't tell you now, ours was just sheer fluke. So I went down. I was showing 2 gentlemen properties up and down the stretch. And nothing I showed them I liked. So I said, okay, let me drive into this place because they have some houses. So we drove into Camelot Village. At the time, they were only building the townhouses. Went in and said, no, we don't like this, Miss Davis. We don't want to steps on. We can't do the giant business, blah, blah. They're from out of England. They're older gentlemen. But the sales rep was so good to say that, we're going to have some 2 beds, 2 baths, single houses. So she said, sign up on this website. So one of the men and myself was outside and the other one was inside still with the rep. She was the one who told him. So he came on and said, Miss Davis, she said, I must sign up. I went on my phone and I signed up. And I said, since I'm signing up then, let me sign up myself too. Sign up myself. And the rest is history. They called us. Phase 2. I was like, Phase 2, wow. And that was last year we got that. Last year, right?
Yeah. Last
year, May this time. And that was when I had to maneuver the bank to get the loan. And I tell you, the bank is a real... They jerk me around so much. But because me's a lion, I come out back like a lion pandemic.
How many times did you say to me, maybe we should just give up?
Yeah. And then I'm a culture Scott. It was a Claudia passion. It's a passion behind it. Mm-hmm. And I did put my passion behind it. One time it looked like me now I get the loan. I start calling up my friend them. I said, people, me have this house, I try and get that look like me now I get it. I need some money, or lend me some money. I'm going to tell you, man, my friend them rally. Mm-hmm. You hear me? Them rally.
That's why it's good to have friends.
Yeah, them rally, man, and money just dropping on my account. Boom, boom, boom. When I look, I have the entire cash. Could I send go to Gore? But I did send it to Gore because with the Gore, man, if you not have your money ready, them just sell the house there, them not playing. Mm-hmm. So when the deadline come in, I have the money, them sell it. So my friend them rally, man, I'm going to send the money go to Gore. And then JN come through with the loan, maybe about 1 month afterwards. Papa G after 1 something. But then Gordon, of course, sent me back the cash. You know what I mean? I'm going to give up my friend them money. But may I tell them, say, leverage, guys. Leverage. And don't wait until you need leverage to look for it, You must cultivate these friends around. So any of them call me to leverage them. Leverage too. You understand? So that's how it works. All right. The Camelot. So yeah, I'm in phase 1. Phase 2, sorry. So Alicia Smith gonna be a neighbor. Don't know for how long though, because so we not really stay around long in places. But Camelot has a way to go. And it can be a game changer on the North Coast. Just depends on how strong the community is. And how persons value the property, right?
2 were sold.
2 what were sold?
2 Phoenix.
Oh, so 2 Phoenix were sold for how much? What year?
Let's see.
So this one was sold for 19 million. Basic unit. What year?
They listed it for 19 and got 90.5 after 9 days.
After 9 days on the market.
In 2021.
2021.
Okay. Then
Okay.
the second one.
20 million. What year?
They listed it for 20 and got 21.3.
21.3. What year? This year?
This year, March.
March 2023.
Yeah.
So there's only 2 sell?
Yeah, so far.
I thought one was sold for 26 million or something like that.
No.
When we looked at them first. Yeah, man. What is there?
No. And then this new one here for 35.
No, one is there for 26 million. I know it has a interlocking bricks in the front.
That's not this one we're looking at?
No.
Oh, it's not showing up on the map though.
It's there though, because I saw it there. Maybe it's still on the offer, I don't know.
Maybe.
He priced it at 300,000 US. Oh, that's 45 million. So it's like around Stephen House. Yeah, it is. All right. You know, what about White House Beach Club? Worth it for Airbnb? I can tell you, I have no clue about that side of the market, really and truly, guys. I'm a North Coast, St. Andrew, St. Catherine, St. Mary, St. Anne person. The furthest I probably go is Montego Bay, if I even go into Montego Bay. I probably go Trelawney. That's the furthest I probably go. But I'm not on that side, so I can't tell you. I know a big hotel is down the road. I think a Sandals down the road from them.
Yeah, there is. Sandals Plantation, I think it is.
Yeah. What I know on the North Coast is that tourism is heavy in Jamaica, right? Do I have any more questions? You think? Look at that. Tourism is heavy in Jamaica. Heavy.
Oh, here?
You found it?
Yeah, but it didn't sell.
It didn't sell. Then withdraw it?
Yeah.
Let's see what happened with this one. So this one came out for, I swear, no, I'm not even know one there.
27 million it was listed at.
It's not this one.
Oh.
The one I saw. What did they do? Withdraw it? Look what happened.
It says expired.
Oh, it expired, never sell. What year it came out?
March this year.
March this year.
And then they took it off yesterday.
May 6, 2023. Oh, them did it off. It's not that one though. That the other one had interlocking bricks, if I remember correctly. I think it was fenced too. This one looked like them just get it and then I put it back out. So nobody not even grass the place.
It's nice though.
Look just like Kamala. Same exact thing. Same exact. All the tile look the same. Yeah, same thing. The bathroom. I'm having deja vu right now. Yeah, so this is what your house is going to look like. Who said them buy one? Ashe? Alison.
There's some dry, man. There are no grass.
Alison, yeah. Getting phase 5. Alison, you're above. You're on the hill. So you should be able to see the sea. So your phase 5 is above everybody, right? You're above 1, 2, 3, 4 up there on phase 5. Congrats. And I know it's just your persistence why you get it.
But I mean, this at 27 looks nice now compared to the one at 35 million.
Is it for sale?
Well, it just expired, so maybe it's not them take it off because it said it just expired. So maybe the agent got like a 40-day listing or something, and it just expired.
And it just expired.
Yeah.
So guys, if you want this one, you can still tell us. 27 million, not a bad price, you know?
It's not. Like, compared to what you can get now in Portmore,
yeah.
It's not a bad price. Even the 35 million is not a bad price.
No, 35 million kind of stretch it out.
I mean, the only way 35 million is a bad price now is if the other developer comes out cheaper. And then
I think the other developers going to come out cheaper. The new development's going to come out cheaper.
Right, and then
because thing that just came out at 25, 26, I think. The new era people, Caribbean Estates people, the 2 beds were 25.
I know, but you know what?
Somewhere there.
This is a sure bet, you know. Because hardly anybody will come with them 27 million. So if you come with your 27, you're sure to get one of them. While people are going to be on a very long waiting list for the other developers and might not get through. Like what happened to all the people who applied for Phoenix.
That's true. So you want to buy it?
If I had $27 million, I would buy it because there's hardly anything in Portmore right now worth buying that you can sure get. Be for sure that you're going to get it.
If you really want
gated community
in
Portmore.
Yeah. 27 million might not be a bad buy now. Because Gore finished selling. Gore sell off.
And a lot of people didn't get that.
Yeah. 20,000 people waiting on 1,000 house.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Same thing with Camelot. How much thousands waiting? But 20, we not can't go sell Camelot for 35.
You can't.
Come to think of it. All right, for 27. No, I'm going to sell for 27. We're not push for 35. I actually have sea view. What do you think? I could just sell it and move on.
But you bought it for a purpose. So what are you going to do? You can go back to homelessness on the North Coast. You'd have to go North Coast in the day and do that long journey back every night. That's what's going to reach you again.
Yeah, so we really just bought it so that when we're out that side, we can have somewhere to overnight, really. So it's not a rental house or anything like that. It's really just somewhere to chill out if I don't want to drive back into Kingston. It's a nice development though. Still have some little challenges here and there, but that's every new development. That's just how it is. Because we have traversed the new developments, we kind of know, so we don't let that bother us.
I know, you just end up with new house problems.
Yeah, a new house problem, guys. But thank you. We are over time, Tony.
I think we're always over time.
Are you thinking
I think guests are just used to it by now.
What other questions did they ask us that we didn't answer?
No, check it back. You answered everything?
Think so.
And I've lost it.
St. Elizabeth or Manchester? What is going on in St. Elizabeth now? Gated. Oh, that one there. What's it called? Genesis Manor. There's Genesis Manor.
Somebody asked me, what's the new challenge with new development? What are typical challenges?
Oh my gosh, typical challenges. All right.
So you have the host problem, different from the development itself problem.
Yeah. So the host problem with new house, pipes leaking, insects, because remember they cleared out this land and these insects were already there, and then you come inhabit it. So you have insects all over, coming through your mesh, all over the door, man, it's a nightmare.
Until you put grass and everything back, and then the insects stay outside.
Right.
But until you've done all of that, they're just coming in the house constantly.
Right, because them don't have anywhere to go, right?
There's the typical challenges too of you have to grill it. Yeah, some developments don't come with solar and those things. You have to put those in yourself. You have to figure out water tank.
Yeah, water tank insulation.
Yeah,
I did that. But also, the place just hot. So when I went to Discovery Bay, I thought it would have been cool because of sea breeze. No such thing. As them say, I don't know. Somebody explained it to me that the heat coming off the sea. I didn't know that was a thing. Because we live in St. Andrew. We're kind of a little away from the sea. So we're not really the sea. We can't see the sea where we live in St. Andrew. But I didn't know it was a thing that the heat come off the sea. I was in shock when they said that. But it's really hot. Like now in summer, Tony, I get some big AC bill that I can't tell you. If I have to be out there.
I know, and that's another thing. You have to be installing fans and ACs.
And then the thing with Gore doesn't give you anything in the ceiling to install your fan. So you either have to use wall mount fan on the side, or you find a way to get the electrician to trunk it to the roof, and then you hang your fan.
Right. They also don't give you anything for the stove.
Yeah, they don't give you any 220. So like me personally, I don't use gas stove. I use electric stove, ceramic top, right? And they don't give you any 220. I also use a clothes dryer because I hate stepping outside to hang up clothes. I don't know. That's just I'm just not me.
That's because you're afraid of the insects.
One thing, I'm afraid of insects. Second thing, I did it all my life in Spanish Town. Come out 4 o'clock in the morning and wash clothes. To beat the sun, put it on the line, and then go take it up. Nah. I can just sit down, watch my TV, beep, machine stop, take them out, put them in the dryer. You guys in North America used to that. We in Jamaica, we have clothesline business, but me just said, Tony, I'm a graduate from that. Just pay the bill. So they don't give you any 220, right? So I had to get that done with the electrician. What other problems you can have? At one point, we had cows coming through the scheme.
And right now, with the electricity always going up.
Yeah, electricity is always going on. Don't ask me why. So is the water. Don't ask me why.
I think that's because they're doing construction.
Yeah, because they're doing construction.
They're turning it off to make their connection.
Yeah, they're turning it off and turning it on and pressuring this section. Now they're doing phase 5. So that to make the connections too, they have to turn us off, and then
I think when you filter real quick, or you end up with just
dirty water. Yeah, so we put on a filter. You can put on a pressure gauge too, so that because once when they turn on back the pressure, it was too high, and a lot of people solar just the valve just fly, right, and dump out the water out of the solar. So it's just a lot of little things. Also, some of the sockets switches don't work. So which is why the 6 months grace period when you get a new house, you have to live there. So I was actually out there for the 6 months grace period. Not there so much now because I don't need to really be there now, right? The grace period ended. You also some of the work crew in Jamaica not the best in terms of men who put up the doors and so you get those little things. Those little things. So like my Gore house, I changed the bathroom window because they gave us louver and it was too dark. When I went in the bathroom, it was always dark. As I know, Tony. We had some 2x2 windows in storage. So I just got them down there and we called the man and we changed all the windows. So we now have the louver windows that we need to give away or use them on our project. And the door was swung incorrectly. So the door to the master swung inside. So every time I'm in this master, my back is touching the door and I'm trying to maneuver this door. And I'm like, I can't deal with this door. So I just got the man. I said, come rehang this door for me. Just those little things. But with all of those little things, the benefit and the advantage of new built projects outweighs any of those little things. Another thing is that Gore don't give you grass. So you better learn how to go get topsoil, plant grass. And
yeah, just trying, especially because you're in a new space, new community.
Yeah.
Certain things that you'll know where the hardware is, where that is, you don't know. And you don't know how to maneuver yourself. So you have to really rely on your new residents who are also trying to figure this thing out.
Yeah. And for me too, I'm used to St. Andrew, right? So in St. Andrew, I know everywhere everything is. When I'm on the North Coast, I have to learn it, which I'm a pretty fast learner too. And I'm a people person, so I can walk in anywhere and say, where is this? Where is that? Do that for me, do that for me. I'm like that.
And because it's a new development too, is it called a strata? No. Homeowners Association is just getting started. So there's a little nuance to trying to figure that out. The security's just getting started.
Yeah, right.
It's like a lot of
it's just a lot of little things. And then the dynamics of it. So persons buying from overseas as opposed to persons living locally. It's two different dynamics and trying to integrate. Because persons who live in Jamaica like myself, we're very laid back. We're not into the not everything. Like when the cows were coming through, they didn't bother me one bit. But some persons, my God, they had a serious problem with the cows coming through. But because I live in Jamaica, I'm used to cows, goats, dogs.
I know, we're
all
really right now cows comes through.
Exactly. The mongoose, everybody. We're used to that. But some persons had a little challenge.
Somebody asked, why don't Airbnb the property when you're not there?
No.
That's a whole lot of work, especially in a new community.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out security and your guests and all the other things.
Yeah. It needs to be if I still have the property when they're settled.
Yeah, when they're established.
then maybe. But for now, it's going to be a little rough, and that I can tell you.
Yeah.
So there's always going to be one thing or another that's going to pop up, and how it's like when the person's just started at Richmond, same thing. Person when it's just started at Draxall, same thing.
Yeah, no, the security and the homeowners association have an agreement, so they know what to do.
Do
Airbnb guests.
yeah, right.
So those are still being sorted
out. Yeah. So if you do any kind of Airbnb, it can be Airbnb open. You bring in your guests.
Mm-hmm.
You have control over your guests. So you know you have 10 people coming or 2 persons coming, your own family, your friends, are coming for business, maybe with you, and you put them up at that house. So you kind of control, but not just open it up on Airbnb. Anybody can book, and you have to maneuver all this thing with it.
Mm-hmm.
You're living on a construction site too.
Yeah.
So therefore, when I'm driving out, I'm seeing D9s and excavators, and and depending on where your house is, some persons will have to contend with the noise from the heavy duty equipment.
And also that with
the
the
noise,
electricity,
the dust,
and the water being cut off so often, it's going to be such an inconvenience for guests.
Yeah, it is definitely an inconvenience for guests, But flow works well. I have flow.
That's probably the only thing that hasn't gone down.
Probably the only thing.
Yeah.
For real. But the water will go. You will just be sitting there and the light just. I said, damn, just imagine if a guest was here. I deal with them level of stress then.
At least with you just know, so you go to something else. It was a guest that called you. Things why is the electricity out?
Yeah, all of that. So besides, we didn't really buy it for an Airbnb. It was really, if we acquire it as part of our portfolio, and then we might let it go for the capital gain down the line, or we keep it as part of our portfolio. And it's on the North Coast, so it can be our country home where we go on holidays, or when I feel like I want to leave these guys at the only but nice, I just jump in my car and say bye. Want to talk to me on the phone, kind of thing. So, but it will definitely come together. The community has great potential. It is gated, absolutely no amenities. So when me tell you I get what netball court, jogging trail, tennis, this, that inside of Palmetto Pines, no such thing. So we got, like phase 2 I bought for 17.3. Phase 3 was what? 18 point something.
Mm-hmm. I hear it's even.
Phase 4, they're back.
Yeah, they're
phase
back.
4 was 19.
Yeah, I think so.
And phase 5 is 21 or 20, 21. So we have already made the capital gain. So what is it? Sell it for 35. We're also in Draxall, which is why I tell you Draxall is the bomb, right?
Someone's asking how far from the beach it is.
Well, it's right across from Puerto Rico Beach. You drive out to Camelot. So Camelot is on the main road that will take you to Brownstown. So when you come to Discovery Bay, and you come to that gas station, the Total gas station, you turn left. Small intersection, you turn left again, and Camelot is just right there, 1 minute up the road on the left. Puerto Rico Beach is just on that main right across the road. So if you're adventurous and you want to walk, you can walk from Camelot to Puerto Rico Beach. Okay. And of course, Millionaire Road is in Discovery Bay too. Those of you who don't know Millionaire Road, Tony, maybe you should have shown. Next time we're showing us some play houses down the Millionaire Road. That's what we call it, Millionaire Road.
Somebody wants to know what's the cost of landscaping.
Landscaping is serious money in Jamaica, Maybe because so few persons do it well. But landscaping, if you want to do it well, is serious money in Jamaica. So like our Camelot, we haven't done anything as yet because we're in other developments that actually came ahead of the Camelot. As a matter of fact, the Camelot is a fluke really for us. It was not on our horizon. It was not on our 5-year plan or 1-year plan. It was nowhere there. Just because I put my name on the list and them call me, I would say, Tony, we got to rearrange ourselves and jump on this. That's why we did, right? But the landscaping, so really for Camelot, all I would probably do is put in a little fence in the front, to the sides, put in a chain link, and landscape.
Much like what the person did on the other one.
On the Phoenix, not a Phoenix, right? And I was saying to Tony that maybe if we're gonna keep it, we'll add a 1 bedroom, 1 bath at the back, so that because it's myself, my 2 daughters, my 2 grandchildren, and now it's only a 2 bed, 2 bath, so that me, Rachel, Tony, I can have their own rooms. I wouldn't have they don't have to be bounce in the living room and so on. Yeah, so this person paved the driveway, which is what I would do. The other nuance with Camelot, just remember Phoenix. They put the driveway in front of the bedroom. That's so not, I mean, I'm like, look at all the land space to the side of the living room right there. Why didn't you put the driveway there? That's where it must go. So even that changed that in the Camelot. But as I said, we have other projects ahead of Camelot. Camelot just jumping at the in, so it's kind of just holding a space right now.
Oh, they want to know how far is your Portland from the beach?
Portland, walking, just down the road. So we're on the main. You want to show them?
Show them what?
Okay, we'll show you where we are. Google Earth not going to show it well, would it? Elan show you beach? Elan show you the seafront? So we're across the street. On the hillside, put it that way. We're not on the shoreline side. So we didn't want to be on the shoreline side at all. We wanted to be on the hillside. So Tony's gonna, I don't know if Google Maps will show it good. You have to know exactly how far. Maybe you want to go for NLA. Fairway Phase is all sold out. Yes, 100 houses at Fairway, and they're sold out. Hi, could you let me know the cost of landscaping? I got the cost of landscaping already, you know. Just for grass. What was it? Man's it? 200 a square foot? Some crazy figure. It worked out for the Camelot. Front was 700, almost 50,000. Just a front to do it.
You just need to do the front though.
But I know landscaping is high price because few persons do it well out here. So if you're in a landscaping business, you do well here. Bujo says he has a house in phase 4. Good, Bujo. Not a bad place. Hope they fix up the environment like Richmond. Bujo, that's the thing now.
Not happening.
That not happen, Bujo. I can't put my neck on that to know that not happen. Why that not going to happen, Bujo? Because you have 2 different type of people in there. So you have people who invest, and you have people who, like you may buy to invest, Bujo. You have people who buy for live. So that this is them first house. They live on the North Coast. So this is just them first house and buy for invest. Them have a struggle a little while. Them struggle with the new mortgage. Might have a baby, change job, lose job. So they might try find them equilibrium. So the Camelot is going to be like any other development, like any other low to middle income development where persons are coming in at different income brackets, right? What you're going to have a challenge with is the persons who live overseas as opposed to who live here. So the person who live overseas may have a little bit more money than the people who live here. I want to do this, want to do that, want to do all kind of things real fast, but the persons out here just probably can't afford it, right? They just really want to live. So I don't think we're going to get to a Richmond stage. Richmond gave the difference in Richmond. So Richmond gave landscaping. So everybody's property was already landscaped, right? Richmond also gave you fencing. So everybody's property was already fenced. Richmond also took care of the verges and sidewalks.
Okay, super.
The verges and sidewalks. So Gore did not even plant grass on the verges. Right?
So the homeowners association have to get together and have money in the.
Yeah, you have to have money to do that. Right? So it's not gonna be a Richmond, I can tell you for a long time. Plus, a person buying a house at 400,000 US, which is where Richmond gone, between 400 to 450,000 US, is different. That is a 60 million buy. It's different from a person buying a 20 million property. Totally different. Different income bracket, different mindset, different in how they look at things, just totally different. And as I say, most persons will not even plant grass, push you. Sorry to tell you, but you're gonna drive past your neighbor and not even grass. Grass will not be planted. It will be pure jukumaka tree stick up all over the place. That's what you're gonna get, bush.
Or you might get that neighbor who does too much.
Yeah, too much. And bring and just one only pop of flowers and places a jungle.
All right, see here.
Plus, Richmond didn't allow you to do any addition. In Camelot, you're gonna have addition. So your roads and so will always have sand and gravel and all kind of something on it.
It's gonna be always in a constant state
of construction. Yeah. So those of you from overseas who bought into the Camelot, I caution you. Temper your expectations or you're gonna have some serious bad problem with your neighbors. And us who live here, we're very laid back and laissez-faire. We're just plain and simple. We never live the high life. Or we never experience the high life, if you know what I mean. Just experience run up and down through a backyard and our neighbor never play loud music really. But
yeah, because even now where we live, cows coming through here so often and it's like nothing.
Yeah,
nobody makes a big deal.
Yeah, all
just
the
drive your car around them and move on.
I want to tell you, even the police them ride us through our scheme. See them all the while. We don't make that bother.
All right, this is it. So where on this you wanted to show them?
Phase 4 was 18 million. Okay. What would be the cost for your development in Portia? Alicia, I have no clue, but fill in the form so we get back to you. I need 1 acre. What's the cost? St. Anne area. Donna Benjamin, 1 acre. Where in St. Anne that you want for 1 acre? You should have buy Draxel. Hills of Draxel, we had some 1 acres, 135,000 up to 160,000 US. Don't think you're going to get that now, though. I think the Draxel ones are only a 3rd acre coming up next.
This is the
what you're looking at. All right, so it's on your screen, everybody. So we bought Portland. So that one is our land right there. Right, you see the Norwich Primary School? Show them the main road. So that's the main road coming down. Right, so the nearest beach, see there, Norwich Public Beach. Down the road, you have another one before that too.
This one, Maybach Beach?
No, man. It's a little one where you turn off. Chill spot.
Maybe it's not here.
It's not on the map. Maybe if you open it up more.
There's another one there, 87 Kitchen, just right on the beach.
Right.
This is probably where you had lunch.
87 Kitchen, I don't remember. Yeah, so some lots will have sea view too as well. Fairway is sold out, yes. All right, we'll finish.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, everybody, thank you so much. Wow, 2.5 hours. But it was a good 2 hours. Thank you so much. The links are there. Use the links. So if you want EPAY, use the link. You want a mortgage officer, use the link. What was the other link for? It was 3 links I gave them today.
EPAY, mortgage officer, and one for if they're interested in Portland development.
And also remember, go to the Palmetto Pines website if you want to one of the lots, right? We hopefully will have the price next week coming out. Jump into phase 1. As you can see, being in phase 1 is an advantage. You wait till 2 and 3 and 4. You pay more. Like who pay more in phase 4?
See, somebody said there's Sunshine Beach.
Sunshine Beach, where that is?
I'm not sure.
Right there?
That's what they're saying in the chat. That it should be closer.
Go back the next way. Oh no. Sunshine. Sunshine. Sunway. Oh, nice. So she signed up the e-form for the Portland. Went well, Miss Davis. Yeah, my course went well. Level 3 construction.
Oh, it's a little further away.
Oh, it's a little further. Oh, so I actually know I did level 1 and 2 already. So I know the basics of the construction. I can build a house from start to finish. But we did level 3 is about supervisory management. So I did that. But I had to come and do the YouTube live. They're now doing some mathematics and IT, which I am very savvy in that, as you can see.
You're very savvy in IT.
I've leveraged the IT. But it was a good course. So
you tell them about your new course?
Yeah, my new course. So my new course, I did a course week before last. Team Jamaica. Team Jamaica with Dr. Lemonius is a tourism product course, TDPCO. So what is it they try to do is to teach you about Jamaica if you're in the tourism market. So you say Airbnb, I might get into the tourism market, maybe not Airbnb like how you know it, but the tourism in Jamaica is big business. I tell you, you're looking at business to go in, think about how you can integrate yourself into tourism business. Big business in Jamaica. They just Google the Minister of Tourism, Edmund Bartlett. There's a lots of things telling you about tourism and what's happening and how we have landed the space, guys. So if you're looking for a business to go and think of tourism as a business that you could get into. And we're into real estate. So real estate goes well with tourism, right? So you could think of a mini hotel, or you think of what else can you offer? A yoga retreat, something, a golf retreat,
a rustic retreat,
just think outside of the box. One of my friends, she showed me. Let me show her that Airbnb. Show them my Airbnb. Chucky. Just type that in. There's a man called, I think, Chucky name. He does an Airbnb in Jamaica. Now the space is wide open, and it don't have to be no fanciness like what all of you thinking, like even the Portmore that you're looking at. And see that? Chucky's Airbnb. So here is Chucky. Chucky says Wi-Fi. Oh, you're not sharing it. Nilo said we're getting this information for free. So let's do what we can to pay Miss Davis and Tony. Yeah, I want you to check out the EPAY link. You can send me $10. Let's see if it works.
This is Chucky.
So this is Chucky. Chucky Freelance Nature Stay #1. Wake up and live. Let's see some pictures. So room in a bed hosted by Chucky. So Chucky is showing in place there. So Chucky built his place on his lands, right? You can go and look at it when we come off. Chucky roast. I'm roasting on the fire there. All right, so Chucky in place. So I want to feature Chucky because Chucky is doing his thing. Telling you, it doesn't have to be no fanciness. I know we're all thinking on the brain. The people come to Jamaica, them want nature. So you have the river, and I can just imagine how the people love the river when they get here. Right? The open fire cooking, and just how relaxed. Some person have never even take off them shoes for the sun or nothing. They must smell the good sense of me. Yes, Chucky. Right? Chucky are getting bookings then. So tourism in Jamaica is big business.
I mean, it's all nowadays the actual accommodation, because that's not what he's really renting you.
Yeah,
He's renting you an experience of
Yeah.
authentic Jamaican.
So it's not about the fanciness of the Airbnb. So he's catering to a different market. That's another thing. You have to look at what are the different segments and the markets, and you may not want to go into mainstream Airbnb tourism.
And not only that, Chucky has 149 reviews. So I mean, at least 149 people stayed at Chucky.
Right.
And he has a 4.86 rating. That's almost a 5-star rating.
Yeah, and he's a super host. This is Hope Bay, Portland. You know, he's in Hope Bay, Portland. His thing is $4,614 per night for you to stay at Chucky. All right, so Chucky, meet Chucky, very nice man. So he went to Hope Bay.
He's hosted for 7 years.
7 years. This is his business. So his work, caring for guests. He says he was a tailor. He did crafts, right? He has his pet new puppy named Fudgy. So he's here to offer travelers a safe, clean, peaceful sanctuary to be free to explore all the beauty that is Jamaica. Now, when I was on the tourism course, Team Jamaica, I learned that's where tourism actually started in Portland, you know, and it's called Naturally. So Portland is where it started, guys. Tourism. It's one of the untouched parishes. So we'll be going out there. So very soon I won't even need the camel at home again. We're gonna be on the other end of the island, right? So that's where we're heading. I know once we head out there, everybody gonna run following up to it. It's called First Movers Advantage. So that's where we're heading, guys. Any more questions? We can wrap up now?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody. So I look forward to seeing you next week. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. Share the video with your friends. Share the information. Tell them us jump on next week. YouTube Live, 3 to 5 p.m. Have a great Sunday. See you next week. Bye.